I'm live. Random live. Decided to pop on. I've just finished my tarot course, and while the videos are converting, oh, it does that every time, doesn't it? While the videos are converting, I will thought I'd pop on and do some readings, because I can't do anything until my video is converted into its actual recording, so I can share it on the group for the course. So here I am with my sunburn, would you believe? I am sunburnt. I've been out on Plymouth Hoe today. Hi, everybody. I've been out on Plymouth Hoe today. My kids, hi, Debbie. My kids have been out with their grandparents today. They have a lot of anxiety. Hi. So yeah, me and my husband hung out in a cafe first of all while we were hanging around the area they were in, and then we went up and sat on Plymouth Hoe for a little while, watched the water, watched the boats. It's been amazing. So I've just done my tarot course. It's at 6 o'clock every Sunday. So I've just finished that. I know you're thinking 3 hours for a tarot course. Yep, I talk a lot. You graduated on Plymouth Hoe? Amazing, Melanie. So you're from here. Hi. Yeah, Plymouth Hoe. I might be going up there. Well, I'm going up there. I go up there most days. If you ever hear me say I'm going to the sea, I'm literally going to go and drive along Plymouth Hoe to go and connect with the sea. That's where I go most of the time, there on Mountbatten. So yeah, Plymouth Hoe. That's amazing, Melanie. So what did you do? Did you go to PCAD? Or was it Plymouth Uni? Amazing. Anyway, we've been up there today. Hence the sunburn, because Kayleigh did not put her sun cream on. She just wants to age. So anyway, I thought I'd pop on and do readings for about half an hour, 45 minutes, just while my video uploads. Converts into a proper video that they can watch. My internet has been in and out, so you know, Mercury retrograde, Virgin Media aren't great at keeping my internet connected. So if you'd like a card, let me know. I was going to do like weekly focus cards, but let's just do reads. I went to Exeter Uni, but was Plymouth Uni affiliated. Oh, okay, occupational therapy degree. That's amazing. That's funny. When I went to uni, or I got onto a uni course. I didn't actually do the course in the end. When I was going to do teaching, I was actually going to be in Exmouth, which is near Exeter, but it was actually a Plymouth uni course, so that was going to be weird. So yeah, let's see. So Melanie, as I've just been talking to you, the world you have first of all. This is okay with the Six of Cups and Justice. So what I'm getting from this, Melanie, is cycles coming back round to be triggered, and you realizing that there is a different way to react to something. There is a different way to respond. Completion on a project. There's completion on a project, but there's also I feel like there's reflections going back, things that have ended, things that have finished, reflecting and going back, but appreciating from a new perspective, appreciating the lessons of things that happened in the past, good and bad. It doesn't have to be either or. It's actually going back from a neutral past. Finished a big project. That's amazing. A big project or a big project. That's really good. But it does feel like that completion and the hard work and learning the lessons. There's lessons been learned from a big project that you can take forward into new projects. You've evolved through this project. The completion of this one is evolution, but also having that retrospective look at going back. Because you have leveled up. Repeated pattern coming in. Okay. So this time it's about looking, facts are facts is coming in for you. Facts being facts, looking at proven evidence. I feel like there's a different way to make a decision. But all the cards here are about balance and completion and taking the lesson and applying it in a new way, in a new situation. But applying it in a way that is relevant to the current situation. So it's not the same thing, but looking at how what this did and this did and this did and applying it the logic, knowing that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So what action are you taking, and changing it because you've learned lessons in the past that can change the way you respond to this new one. But yes, revel in the rest period between two big phases. We have literally just covered the wild card about an hour ago in the tarot class. So yeah, big closure. Also, there was bees on that. So I don't know if Manchester is related to anything that you're working on. I see a bee, I just think of Manchester. I know we just had the anniversary of the Manchester Arena Ariana Grande concert event. I can't believe that's 5 years since that happened. So yeah, that came up. So there could be something about Manchester. I don't know if that is. I see bees and that's what comes up. Okay, Catherine Newkirk. Hello, Duchess. You wanting in on this? Okay, again, cycles for you, Catherine, but or things coming in, because it's when I don't know if there's things coming in and I feel like these are events coming in to test triggers for you and past trauma, and you finding you love bees. Bees also bring up hexagons for me, which is it's actually the most, if you're trying to get traction on something, that's why nuts are hexagonal. They produce the most torque in the most circular yet polygonal way of working. There's strength in a 6, in a bee, in a honeycomb. Sorry, Catherine. Catherine. Again, I feel like triggers are coming up for you, or you feel like cycles are happening. Again, cycles are happening so that you can respond in a different way. I don't know if normally you react to triggers. It's stepping back from the triggers and saying, instead of going, oh my God, why is this happening, to go, what is this trying to teach me? I feel like there are things coming in for you. There's wisdom coming from the situations, and it's about you. Even if they're triggers, you think they're healed, they're coming through to remind you that you know how to react to this situation. It's a way of you leveling up or recognizing you're leveling up. So it's making a different decision to triggers. Things that normally would block you and leave you overwhelmed, it's finding a new way of responding to a situation when you feel overwhelmed or scared in any way. So that you can grow basically and bring stability. I feel like you're bringing your own stability into life at the moment, Catherine, and forging your way forward. But you're pushing outside your growth zone, into your growth zone, out of your comfort zone into your growth zone, and it's doing it so you can level up. Like, instead of saying this is challenging me, this is triggering me, it's trying to teach you something in some way so that you can level up, so that you can grow and expand. You're going into a growth period, and what feels like an initial downturn and a test is actually going to bring so much growth and abundance in for you, because you're working your way through it rather than avoiding it, if that makes sense, by changing how you respond to a situation rather than react. So okay, Jade, I am so sorry for that news. That's awful news. I have no idea how you're standing. If you're looking for a spirit reading, like somebody from spirit coming through, I don't do spirit. I can recommend 2 really good mediums. One is Minty May and the other one is Heavenly Sprinkles. If you're looking for a specific person, Heavenly Sprinkles somehow magically connects with those people. But I can pull you a card for guidance, but I'm not going to be able to connect with Spirit, Jade, if that's what you're looking for. I like a specific spirit, someone from the other side. So if you would like a card, I will absolutely honor that and give you a card. But I don't do spirit specifically unless they happen to come through in a reading. So let me know, Jade. You can absolutely have a reading. I'm happy to do that. I just Thank you, Tony. I'm going to go and dye my hair pink again because it's all faded out. And I have to meet my daughter's teacher tomorrow for the first time ever. Can you believe that? I've not met her year 6 teacher because of COVID. Okay, that's fine, Jade. I will do that. So yeah, I'm going to dye my hair bright pink again in a minute. So, and the glasses, the glasses, by the way, they're blue light glasses. I have ADHD, and potentially something else as well. But I don't have a vision thing as such. It's a blue light. They filter the blue light, so it should stop headaches and stuff and help me concentrate more, especially when I'm working on screens. So if anyone's wondering why I have glasses all of a sudden, that is it. Plus, it's fun to match your glasses to your outfit and your hair. So it's supposed to help with my concentration. Jade, I will absolutely honor that, as I just said. Well, okay, you can't get a more thing than that. Okay. So it's not often I get the death card that literally means death. So it's a big one. I mean, obviously, it's in the past, as in recent past, things that have happened. So don't worry that more things are coming through, but it is a huge life event, and it's about release and grief and allowing that to happen. Death is a transition card, and transition is painful and grief-stricken, and it's adjustment, and no one can tell you how to navigate how you're feeling. It's your grief journey. Even if anyone thinks in 6 months' time you should be fine, you should be over this stuff by now, it is no one's business. And you have to honor how you feel is right for you to navigate this time. It's really important that you do that and honor that. You have the Ten of Swords, which is a really painful card, and it shows that there is a lot of mental anguish as well as physical pain. You are probably feeling trauma in your body. You're feeling grief in your body. You've had a real shocking event that you probably didn't see coming in a million years. And there are things attached to that. I don't know if someone in the situation is implanting themselves and making themselves part of that, and that is causing you some sort of pain. I feel like that's irritating you more because you're in pain. So I don't know if there's like, what I'm feeling is like a cuckoo in the nest, somebody that's making it about them when it's not about them. It's about other people and people around them. Um, the only good thing with the Ten of Swords is, as painful as it is, and it is the ultimate painful mental anguish, as well as it's kind of hitting that rock bottom energy. And you probably feel like, I don't know if you've cried yet. I don't know if you've cried yet, or you feel like the tears aren't stopping. The good news with the Ten of Swords is that it is rock bottom. Like nothing is. It's not going to feel as anything from this point on. It can't get any worse than it feels right now. It is that depth of hitting the bottom. I know this isn't a very positive reading. I'm trying to pull the positives from these cards, that that it is painful and it is hard. Okay, that's okay. You haven't stopped crying. Okay. I do feel like that. I feel like, I don't know if you have children and you try and keep it away from the children. You don't want them to see the hurt. It's really important that they see how to mourn, and that it's okay to cry, and that it's okay to feel and process. When we cry, our body releases serotonin. So crying should literally make your body feel better. Even a little bit. It releases serotonin to make you feel a bit more upbeat. What you have here at the end of this is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is about communicating and claiming the opportunity to communicate and be honest and truthful and to express our truth. Also, the ability to make clear decisions if you so wish to. There are bats on this card, so I really feel like you're most honest and open when the bats fly. So I'm guessing twilight before you go to sleep, that kind of evening period. I'm just gonna, they have morning glory on here, and I can never remember what morning glory. There you go. Um, Morning glory can be symbolic of strength. These flowers are resilient and they pass the power on to the recipient. They grow through adversity, that resonates through the flower itself. So you do have that. You're trying to be strong for, and your mum and your grandmother. Yeah, absolutely. And again, if your mum wasn't with your dad anymore, that doesn't mean that she stopped caring. There's going to be grief attached to that. So letting her realize that she can also grieve, and that she should just be open about how she feels, and that even though whatever happened with them didn't work out, that she still should honor that. And everybody's feelings are valid. It doesn't matter whether it makes sense to anybody else, or anybody else feels that they should feel that way or not feel that way. um I don't know, I just feel like somebody isn't expressing their grief fully around this situation. I feel like there are questions that need to be answered with regards to what happened or how things happened. There's things around that. You will get clarity, you will get clarification, but right now it's about you speaking, all having this communication, this opportunity. Obviously, you have the Ace of Swords, which is about communication, but swords are also weapons. So being mindful of our words, recognizing that our words have power. Exactly. They're not going to make any sense to you, Jade. This is something you didn't see happening. It's okay. Not having an answer is also valid. Not knowing what you're feeling is still feeling something. It's about giving yourself the time and the space to do that. Make sure if there is an opportunity for you to speak. I know Sue Ryder, the charity Sue Ryder. I don't know if you're in the UK, but Sue Ryder are really good charity for grief, especially if it's unexpected and especially if it relates to children as well, like the loss of children in that situation. And yes, there are so many questions. You're not necessarily going to get clarity for a while, but it's about you navigating what comes in. But the good thing is that it's not going to the way you feel right now is the worst it's going to feel. And it's about you now navigating how you incorporate what this just happened. And the best way I've ever seen grief described is as a ball. And some people say it's like a box and it gets smaller and it hits the button less and less often. That's not what it is. The ball stays the same. You just grow around it. So that's always going to be there. So don't think that you have to heal what's happened in the sense of that you're suddenly going to one day be okay and it's not going to hurt anymore. It's not that. It's how we navigate our way around that grief and around what's happened. And you've had something hugely traumatic happen. And I do think to some extent you do have an amount of acceptance to it. I think for you, it's getting some sort of clarification and answers, like naming an emotion or but you don't have to name an emotion for it to be valid that it's happening and that you're feeling it. You just have to honor what do I need right now and vocalizing that or bringing that into being, expressing that to someone or talking thoughts and feelings through so that you can navigate your emotions. And that might need to be someone outside of the situation. It might need to be a neutral party like a grief counselor or a therapist and to help you do that. And that's not to say that there's anything wrong with you or anything. It's just sometimes communicating our words outwardly helps us to navigate what we're even feeling, what we're going through, to help us process, just to kind of correlate our thoughts and bring things into making some sort of sense when destruction has hit and blasted us from nowhere and we're just trying to find our bearings again. So yeah, the good news is it shouldn't hurt any more than it does right now. Did you say the 13th that was? That was around that crazy new moon, wasn't it? So yeah, there's something about grasshopper here too. um you live in South Africa? You are so welcome, Jade. If you're okay with it, I will send you some Reiki to help with the emotional and the physical symptoms of that. If you'd like me to send Reiki over to you, I need your consent, or I can send it to you. I'll send it to you regardless. And if you want it, you can just say, yes, I consent, and just sit there for 20 minutes, let the energy come in. You might feel sensations everywhere, but it just comes in to help stabilize you a little bit, to support you energetically, to heal in that way. So what I'll do, I send it in a timeless way. So if you want to do it tonight or you want to do it tomorrow or you want to do it right now, the way it works is even if I send it in an hour, it will send it to you right now. So if you want to do that, it will come in for you. And just make sure you drink lots of water and that you put your feet on bare earth or you ground in some way just to help that go through. And I will send that over for you afterwards, Jade. So Jade, I'll send that over for you. When I come off of here, I will send that Reiki over to you. Just to help you support this. I'm going to send it to your heart space primarily, but I really feel like there's stuff going on in your arms and this heaviness in your legs, and it's just grief and you're physically feeling it. So I will send that over for you, Jade, afterwards. And I'm sending you so much love and condolences over, because I can't even imagine how you're standing up, let alone dealing with everything. But make sure you're talking it through with someone. That's coming through loud and clear, that talking. Oh, look. We have someone. I swear I've had a Mary before do this. Sorry, I've just got to block a scammer. I'm really sorry. But yes, I'll send that over, Jade. And everybody, if anybody's on the chat, feel free to send hearts to Jade, because you're not alone, Jade. You're not alone in the world, and I'm sure everybody is sending you lots of love and healing over. Okay, let's see. Who shall we go to? See, I wondered why my husband told me to come live, and that's why I needed to send that to Jade. He knows things that I don't. Honestly, don't tell him, but sometimes he's more in tune with intuition than I am. It's quite funny. When it comes to me and my path, he's more in tune. Okay, Claire McKillop, first of all. Okay, first of all, Claire, I don't know if you've been triggered into a trauma response recently, or some sort of trigger where you felt very afraid or having fear in that way. You are safe now, and it's remembering that you're in a safe place. You're not the same person you were then either. Oh, thank you, Danielle. They're ADHD blue light glasses. They're from Claire's. I was watch. There's a long story with that. I will do Claire's reading and then I will explain the glasses. It ties into a whole story about Johnny Depp, and you know how I love tangents. So the Six of Swords, you have the Six of Swords, and again, this is being in a place, Claire, of recognizing that you are now safe and that you're now in a place where you can process what just happened or what happened back then, that you're in a much more stable, secure place materially, physically, home wise, financially. You're in a much more, and also having people around you. I feel like, yeah, me too, Claire, I'm with you there. I feel like I don't know if you feel like the wolves are gathering again, but it's recognizing that, first of all, somebody owes you an apology, and they may well be giving you an apology or coming forth or trying to communicate with you in some way. Mercury retrograde, I hate Mercury retrograde for this, because people that we just want to move on from keep coming, going, oh, I owe you an apology, and they want to reconnect. So yeah, it's about somebody. I feel like somebody's going to be coming to offer you an apology. It's up to you whether you accept it or not. But regardless, whatever happened, it's about you rebuilding your foundations and building your life back up the way you want to, in a way that is strong. But yes, I do feel like there are potentially wolves around you, or it feels like there's wolves around you. The wolves are circling. It feels like that, but I don't necessarily feel that you are. I feel like you need to be focusing on how strong you are, how resilient you've been, and I feel like whatever, not necessarily the walls are circling, but there's you feel like there's something on the horizon. Why are you being triggered by that? Hi, Joanna. If anybody, I don't know if Joanna's doing readings, but if anybody wants a reading, you should go and see Joanna, because I've had an incredible reading this week from Joanna, and I gave her a tool and she's gone beyond with it. So I recommend Joanna. I don't know if you have if you want to share your page or group, Joanna, feel free to do that. She's incredible, honestly, and not just with tarot readings. She's incredible as a healer as well. So anyway, so yeah, Claire, it could be feeling like triggers are coming up. It feels like the wolves are circling, that there's anxiety building, but it's recognizing that you're in a much more secure place now. You have the foundation, you have the support around you should you need it. It's about discerning what is a fear response and what is a trigger and what is your intuition talking to you. And I feel like it's you learning what the difference is, between what is a threat and what is your fear taking over. And sometimes the two very much are blended. I'm not in any way minimizing anxiety, by the way, lifetime sufferer, but for you it's finding, okay, what is my actual intuition talking and what is a fear response to a trigger, and if that's the trigger, how do I go back and learn to heal that and work through that. Yeah, you have shadows coming up, echoes of something coming up, and it's really is about getting, that's what that card means. Anyone who's in my class today, the moon, it's about taking that thread and seeing, taking it back, yes, it will intersect with other things that are triggered by the same thing, but you need to get to the very root. What is that and how do I heal that? And I feel like that's what it is. And I don't know if that's apologizing to yourself in some way, or forgiving yourself in some way, or compassionate in that way. You made the best decisions you knew how at the time. It's about going back and healing whatever happened then, but you're in a much stronger place. And yes, triggers come up for us to do that. Do you not find the most awakened people have mental health issues, like we can't cope with the humanness anymore? Yes, Danielle. Um, but I had a reading by a wonderful guy called Rakesh. He does a sidereal Vedic astrology. So there's Western astrology and Vedic. Yeah, she's cute, right? She's called Sterin. It means star in Cornish. She's Cornish, and my son said we could only have a dog if it was called Star. Mental health issues. Yes, see, ADHD glasses are working. Yes, we do. And it's because we have to go through things so that we can guide others through it. And Rakesh said to me, Kayleigh, do you feel like you can never get to the bottom of your anxiety? And I said, yes. And he said, it's because you volunteered to come down here. You're from way up in whatever dimension, and you chose to come down here to help people on this level level up. So if they choose at the end of this earth cycle to go up, change the, up the frequency, then they can. Otherwise, they go to the next planet to stay on the 3D. So that's what I volunteered to do. And he said, so what you are is like a deep sea diver, basically. This is my soul's journey, not my actual, anyway, it is my life, but whatever. And he said, it's like a deep sea diver. To sink down, you have to take on ballast. So you chose not only a tough journey to go through, you also took on karma that wasn't yours to go to a deeper depth. Because what you're supposed to do is heal people in the mid range, but you are down at the bottom. So you know what the whole strata feels like to go to all the depths, all the densities. So basically, the reason I can never get to the root of my anxiety is because some of it isn't even my trauma, my karma to be worked through, basically, because I have to be down here to go back up to heal these people that go down. So that's what we do as humans. Our story is to go down because we have to navigate our way out of it and find the tools so that when someone else goes through it, we can help them navigate. So I have a lot of people that come to me to do shadow work because I do shadow work. I don't know if anybody's noticed, I don't really do romance. It comes in, I can read romance, I can do all of it. But a lot of mine is about empowering people and giving them back what they need, giving them what they need on their path so that they can be empowered and work through what they need to. It's a lot of shadow work. And I also find a lot of people have been through trauma or abusive relationships, and all those kinds of things. That's why I find the Johnny and Amber thing so not intriguing, but when you've lived through what they're talking about, it can be very triggering. But it's surprised me how much I've not been triggered, which shows how healing has happened. I mean, I walked past the person that did that a few years ago 4 times in one day and didn't see them, even though I said I'd probably bump into them. So again, it's a reminder. Sometimes things are put into our life as a trigger, and it's how we then respond to it. So I could have turned off that trial and not listened to any of it, but I didn't. I sat and watched through it, and actually I'm learning other things around it, even though it's the same thing. And it's not that it doesn't bring flashbacks and that, but I'm not reacting to it anymore. I'm just going, oh, okay, that happened, and I'm growing from it. I would never let that happen again. And actually, there's an aspect of claiming back your power in that kind of way. So, yeah, we go through these things to help people navigate their way out of it. So, yeah, it's quite often that you do a reading for people and you go, oh, this is like this part of my life, and you're not saying it because, hey, I did this. It's because, oh, when this happened to me, this tool worked, and maybe you can try this tool. And that's what we do. This is what we used to do. We used to all come together and help heal each other. We guide each other through everything. So yes, a lot of awoken people have gone through it. They have their awakening moment. Exactly. This, and this, and yeah, it's why am I not just like a normal fortune teller? I don't think any of us are. I think the reason we all have these different life experiences and we all read in different ways and we all do things in different ways is because not everybody that needs a tarot reading has to come to me. I'm not the person that helps everybody. The ones that come to me are supposed to come to me. But if I can't help them, then that's why I know other readers, and that's why I work with other people, because then you can at least signpost them to the people that can help them. So if it's like spiritual development, but you want to do a starseed, I'll send you to Alex. If it's spiritual development, then I'll send you Minty's way. I don't know if he's still doing the spiritual development stuff, but there are ways, there are people that, and Ellie Charles is another one that helps develop people. So it's not about me being the most popular or me having whatever. I'm not here to do a reading. And when I do a reading, it's not about me being accurate for my ego. It's giving you what you need, if that makes sense. And that's how I read. And I say in a reading, if it's not resonating, you have to tell me. It's not because it's not serving me any good or you any good if you're not getting any guidance that resonates for you. It's important. It's your journey, not mine. So the reading's for you, not me. So I'm just a conduit. So that's why I tell people, if it's not right, I would rather you tell me, because one, I'm not going to know I'm wrong and grow, and two, you're not getting what you need from it. That's how I see it anyway. So yeah, I will send you to someone else if I can't help you. And I'm not offended if you've had a reading with me and you went to someone else next time. It's what you need on your journey at your point. That's how I see it. And yes, we all go through these things in the short story. We all go through these things to help others. And the glasses are because I have ADHD and I was watching. So Johnny and Amber, again, they're doing it for the pounds, but that's their karma to deal with, not mine. So yeah, I'm watching Johnny and Amber because I'm intrigued. And there's a woman that I'm watching called Emily D. Baker who watches it live, and then she breaks down everything to say, hey, this is this. She's an actual attorney, and she breaks it all down live. And she said, somebody asked her about her glasses, and she said they're blue light glasses because I have ADHD and dyslexia, but it's something about blue light. And I was like, oh, what is blue light glasses? Because I've gone down the rabbit hole. And blue light glasses help with ADHD. They help with the circadian rhythm, the blue light. It can help. So like screens, most of my work is on a screen. It helps with that. But it helps you to sleep. I don't sleep very well. It helps with the blue light. It calms. It just helps with ADHD. It helps to focus. And actually, I said to my husband, it's not that I can't see perfectly, but I can focus on things that are on my screen much better. Like it doesn't feel too busy. It's really weird. It's like light noise, but it's not. And it does feel purer to read. So I went to Claire's with my daughter because it was the cheapest place to try blue lights that I could get on the day. So anyone on my personal thing, that's why me and Abby both had them, because I'm pretty sure Abby, we did tests. I'm going to school about her. That's too much about her, but she might too. So yeah, so the ADHD glasses, she wanted to try them, I wanted to try them, and I was like, if nothing else, it's a funky accessory. But yeah, so I got it to match. This was the only pair. The other pairs made me look like my mum. So, and that's nothing wrong with my mum. It's just I don't want to look like my mum. So yeah, it's supposed to help. I've had them 24 hours. I can't tell you if I slept any better or not because my daughter had a meltdown and we slept in the lounge together last night. So I can't tell you about the sleep yet, but I will keep you updated with the glasses. So, but yeah, they do them in Claire's Accessories if anybody wants to go and try them for quite cheap. I think they were like £8. So should we get back to readings now? I've talked about myself. Yeah, that's what I thought, Callie. But like I said, I'm prepared to try anything either way. So if nothing else, I've spent £8 and I look really cool. Sort of. Although it makes my face look rounder, but it looks okay. Go on then. Let's have a look. Sarah Louise. Sarah Louise with your purples and rainbows. Balance, rest, recovery. You're stuck in limbo. Potentially stuck in limbo. So right now it's about oh, Patsy, amazing. Do you know what? I'm having my assessment. I'm waiting my assessment. I'm debating going private actually. Because I don't think it's just ADHD. But yeah, you should. It's exactly. I just try anything at this point. Undiagnosed ADHD has basically given me agoraphobia. Anyway, yeah, Sarah Louise, it's really about you trusting, doing the path of least resistance. If you feel tired, rest, honor that. If you feel productive, go and be productive. It's listening to your body to be the most productive overall, to where it is you need to go to get to. If you are in a place of stasis, it might be that you're being put in a place where you have to rest, because apparently you haven't been resting on your own. You haven't learned the balance. So if you aren't stuck in this limbo phase, honor that you're in limbo, that you are in a rest period, a waiting period. It might be that you're sat in that period because there's something coming in, some form of wisdom or information coming in for you that will give you a different insight, but it's not far away. I think you have this limbo phase for about a month at the most. It's probably been hanging around this stagnant energy since like Christmas time. It's probably been stagnant energy. It should get moving again soon. So where is that? I just feel like it's going to push you. Thank you, Gemma. I have explained the glasses. They're ADHD ones. They're blue light glasses from Claire's. I thought I'd give them a go. Blue light. It's supposed to help with ADHD, and it has helped. Just with the screen. I don't have as much of a headache at the end of the day. All right. Is that Shima? Yeah, you and Sterren together. Yeah, so it should be that the energy starts moving. I don't know if you're looking to go on a trip. I feel like, or some sort of adventure, or some sort of experience that really feel cool to do. I am going to have to let my cat out in a minute because she's really annoying, and we're trying to get her to use that door. But that's going to unlock your energy. Getting out and doing something fun just because you feel you should or want to is really going to Is she gone? She's gone. Thank God. Right. That energy. Oh my God. Chaos. Mercury retrograde. Can you feel it? Getting out and doing something for fun because you feel compelled to or because you want to, having a little bit of fun is really going to unblock your energy. If only temporarily, at least it's you getting out for a night and having fun, or you doing something exciting, or I don't know. I don't know if you want to have a curry. What is the curry? But yeah, you're in limbo for a minute. All the road trips for the summer. It did feel like, I'm not gonna lie, Leo season. So it was going to be like end of July through to like mid-August. There you go. ADHD glasses. But yes, it's for now. It's about balance. Rest when you need to. Honor that you could be putting in a rest period or a quiet period because you're going to have such an active summer. It could feel like things are a bit stalled for a little while. But again, it gives you a chance to reflect, and see different perspective, different viewpoints on things that are coming in. It could be because you're waiting for something, one piece of the puzzle to come in. Does that help in any way? Also, yeah, I feel like it's a physical rest thing. Why do I feel like it's a physical rest thing? I feel like you're physically feeling tired potentially, and you're being made to rest because you are tired. Not just feel tired, you are tired. Does that make? I really hope that makes sense, Sarah. I feel like I'm telling you to go to bed and just enjoy it. Yeah, Fey energy around you as well, Sarah. A lot of Fey energy, which can go either way. I'm not going to lie. I gave them chocolate tonight so they wouldn't kill my internet, and they only killed it for 5 minutes, so that was nice. There you go. Fascinating. I took them out a bit. Maybe they wanted more galaxy than I gave them. Danielle. Go on then. If drawn. If you're going to send me champagne, then what can I do? What's holding back a project that you feel? Oh, hi, Rose Karine. Goodbye, Rose Karine. Sorry. I do try and delete these as they come up. Please don't engage with the scammers that say, send me a friend request, because they just take money from you. It's oh, Prosecco. I don't like champagne either. I'm a Lambrini girl. I am not going to lie. So you can stick a bottle in a Lambrini. If I even drink. I don't even drink these days. I'm terrible. So yeah, I don't know if there's a spiritual thing. They messaged you? Oh my God, guys, I am so sorry. Please don't let anybody inbox you. Just ignore them. They can't do anything to you. If you block them or ignore them, they can't hurt you. But if they take your money and harass, they will harass and harangue you. Yeah, Lambrini. I had a party once and we drank red wine and Lambrini, and my garden didn't look. They look very pink in the morning. Let's put it that way. That was a way back when I lived near London. So yeah, Danielle. You've done a lot of work on you, on healing, a lot of balance. You've developed your spiritual skills because you're very spiritual, very psychic, very doing that work. Yeah, Patsy, it was not nice. I don't know if there is a trip that you want to do or a project you want to take on. Like you've done all this work, you're like, now I need to go and do this. And what's holding you back is material ability to do that potentially. First of all, network, connect with people. I feel like there's an answer out there for you that can help you. I feel like someone's looking for something to help support, and yet you saw that, right? Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. What time was I at? 41 minutes. I'm gonna have to watch that back because that was crazy. Yeah, it's about networking. I feel like there's someone that's looking for you, looking for what you're offering. And when you get that connection with that person, that's when more material comes in, more of the material abundance comes in. By that, I probably do mean money, if not people through the door. But there is something about networking. And this person's going to stick out like a sore thumb to you. You're going to just know who it is intuitively. You're going to feel compelled to do it. What's going to hold you back is some sort of shadow, not feeling good enough. Even though you've done the work, it's not that that's going to stop you, but you're going to feel the hesitancy and you're going to go, oh, that's just shadow. I know this is the right person. I just need to do it anyway. Go over there and sell myself, for want of a better word. They're looking for you right now. They just don't know what they're looking for. They feel like, but when they connect with you, it's like, oh, okay, this is what I need. Oh, well, there you go. You already know who it is. Do it. You are enough. You have. I don't know if you compare yourself to the competition and you need to do that. It is about you getting out there. You've done all this work. It is once more into the fray. Yeah, get yourself out there. Push through that fear. You are more than worthy. You are literally competing against yourself at this point. It is putting yourself out there. Whenever you feel like it's not enough, put it out there again. You have the sun. So I don't know if this person's going to find you. It'll be through summer, but midsummer's like what, a month away? 20th of June, 21st of June, midsummer. I feel like it's around that time. So it's about getting out there, getting yourself out there. You have a month to. Don't put it out there. If it's internet communication, don't do it until Mercury is out of retrograde. What's that, 3rd of June? Once that's done, start putting yourself out there after Mercury retrograde and the shadow, and then they will see you. And yes, target it at that person. You are more than good enough. I know you are. You're a king of cups. You're not a queen. You're not a page. You're not a knight. You are the king of cups. You have honed what you need. You have the wisdom. You have the knowledge. You have the talent. Go and do that. Go do what you need to do. So, also there's 14s. I don't know if 14s and 22s are all about, and 44s. 14, 22, 44. I don't know if they're important numbers for you, but do that, Danielle. Hi, everybody. Belgium, amazing. I'm glad. I'm glad I can help you, Danielle. Honestly, this is what I do. I just come on, I spout stuff that makes no sense to me and then send it out. Well, 22 to 44 is a doubling. They're master numbers. That might be why you're seeing it. Have a look into the numerology of those numbers. I know 33 is Jesus. Like, you know, the ascended masters, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, all these, they're 33 numbers. They are master numbers. So yeah, 44 is also one, I believe. Okay. Just glad to be on your journey, Danielle. Okay. Kim Diaz Gutierrez. Kim from Belgium. I'm really sorry if I've mispronounced your name. Sometimes I have to tell myself to just stop. There's a hole, stop digging. But yes, Kim. Okay. If you have an opportunity, Kim, coming up for you, oh, okay, that fell over and then spun up the other way. So if you don't feel like you're ready to take that opportunity, it's okay. Okay. If you know it's the path that you want to take, but right now you're in a place where you feel numb, apathetic, like it's the thing you really want to do, but right now you're like, I don't have the energy for this. I'm not emotionally where I want to be to do this, to fully embrace this opportunity. That's okay, because oh, it's Kim Diaz. Maybe you're all going to get the message, Kim. Who knows? It's Kim Day. You have this opportunity, Kim, and it could be apathy, numbness, not being in a place to want to do anything, let alone the thing you most want to do that you know is going to take so much effort and so much blood and toil, and it'll be worth it at the end, and you know that. You know it will take time and dedication and effort to take this seed and go and do it, but you may be just feeling like, I just can't do that right now. It's unusual, not a common name. I like uncommon names. So yeah, Kim, if you're feeling that way, it's okay. The fact that you have an ace means that that potential is there for you whenever you choose to claim it. So if now is not the right time for you to go for what you want, do it when you feel confident. Do it when you feel empowered. Do it when you know you have the magic and the energy and the power. You're at full power and you know with confidence who you are and that that is exactly what you want to do and you have drive. It's okay not to do it right now. There is no time limit for when you claim this. And if it's not the right time for you to do it right now, it's not going to go away for you. What's meant for you is always going to be there for you when you're ready to do it. If you want to take the scenic route to get there rather than the motorway or the autobahn or, you know, the main road to it, that's okay. It's okay. You may well not be taking it right now because there are other things that you need to learn and wisdom and skills that will make it even more of a rewarding experience when you go through it because you have these other facets to bring in. So if you don't feel like doing it right now, that is fine. It's your journey, nobody else's. I'm just here to validate that if you are feeling apathetic towards doing it right now, that's okay. Do it when you feel confident. If right now what you need to work on is your confidence and just enjoy summer, I feel like the summer is a great way for you to be recharging, working on you, what makes you happy, knowing who you are. And then once you've done that and you've found your magic, I don't know if you've looked at dabbling with magic, I don't know, but you have magical wisdom. By the way, magic is just science we don't understand yet. There's a reason. Um, so yeah, if you feel like that's how you want to focus on you, it's important that you focus on you. Are you going on vacation on 17th? I feel like that's going to recharge you. I feel like that's going to give you this. If things are feeling like the energy is stagnant and you don't know what you want to do with yourself, going on holiday is going to reset and help you evaluate in completely different energy. It just gets the energy moving, if nothing else. And yeah, maybe you'll get your magic back, your oomph back. Maybe that's what you call it. I just feel like my mojo's gone, my magic's gone. I just feel disempowered. It's okay. Spiritual but learning. We're all learning. Nobody ever knows everything. It's amazing. It's a good journey. But yes, there are things you're going to learn. I don't know if you find Van Gogh inspiring, or there's something about Van Gogh, um, on your path, or there's something about that inspiring you. I don't know. I just see Van Gogh. So Van Gogh, Van Gogh, Van Gogh, Van Gogh. I can't pronounce that name either. It's a day for not pronouncing things. But yeah, that opportunity is never gonna. It's never gonna leave you. It's there when you want to claim it. You're destined to go down that path. So it's up to you when you choose to step onto it. Is what I'm getting at. Right now, it's about you enjoying yourself and having a good summer. Sitting in the starlight with the fireflies, drinking wine, reflecting on life. Then you can make your big decision because you'll be in a place to do it. You'll feel energetically balanced and you're in a more productive place to do it, Kim. I love that trip. I hope that helps. Yes, I like that trip. Just so you know, it gives you this kind of time to reflect and assess who you are, where you want to go, what you need, what don't you need. It's going to be an amazing trip. Lots of fun. Going to your dad in Spain. Does your dad help you feel stable, kind of secure for it's like a temporary security so you can assess everything? He feels like a good talking pad as well. Hi, everybody. Okay, Gemma. Jesus. Right, okay. Jesus, take the wheel. Okay. Gemma, I don't know what's coming. I mean, you've been working on you, and it tells me you've been working on you. You've been working on your value. You've been working on your worth. You've been working on your confidence. You really have been trying. You've taken it down from full on anxiety down to stress and some anxiety, it feels like you are trying to get to a more centered place is what I'm saying. You are doing the work and they keep chucking triggers at you. You keep having triggers come at you. You can if you want to, Kelly. Nobody has to donate, by the way. If you want to donate, that's fine. I try and prioritize the donated ones just because that's just, it feels rude not to do that. That's just how I am. I'm British. If you've paid, I will help you. You have triggers coming round, right? Those triggers don't keep coming round to test you, to put you through it again all the time. Sometimes they come in to remind you that, yeah, I have time for you, Kelly, it's fine. Sometimes it comes through to remind us that we have beaten it. Like it comes round, and because you're making a different decision again, like you did last time, and that worked, it's showing you that when you do this, it works. It's and that's kind of what's happening. It's helping you to do it. What you need to be doing is going, hey, my trigger came round and I beat it. And guess what? It came round again and I beat it again. And I come round and it was easier again this time. And it's sharing that it worked and maybe sharing how you did it, because I feel like one, it gives you praise from other people than just yourself. Have that birthday moment where I go, hey, I did this. Isn't it amazing? Have that success, but I feel like other people celebrating your success with you is wonderful. Is going to be magical for you. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen. Right, this is a really bad example because he is a show off, but maybe that's what you need to do is channel that so that you do show off what you're doing. King Julian, um, from Madagascar. Sorry, I'm giggling. You know how he stands? He goes, "I'm great. I'm wonderful. I'm this. I'm this. I'm this," and it makes everybody praise him. Like, look how great I am, and makes everyone sit up and listen to him and praise him, and then they do praise him. It's like you need that moment where you go, "Hey, I'm wonderful. Look what I did. This came up, and I've done this. Yes, I did it and survived." Exactly. Like, hey, my trigger come up, and hey, look, I talked myself down. Aren't I great? It's like at the moment, I'm struggling with my anxiety with my husband going out, and he comes home and I go, hey, look at that. I did 8 hours of you out the house on my own with the kids at school. And look, I did it today. And he goes, yay, I'm so proud of you. But we go through this, even though it's just right for other people, that is right normal, right? Their husband goes to work and they come home. But mine is, hey, I didn't ring you 4 hours in and say, can you come home and rescue me and my mind, please? Because that's what we're going through at the moment. So it's very much like you need to do that. Like, hey, guess what? I don't know, random. What should I pick? Hey, guess what? I walked to the shop on my own today and got some biscuits and came home again and I was fine. So I went out and I went and got some milk from a different shop and I come back and I was fine. It's something as mundane as, hey, I took a shower today. Whatever it is, you need to celebrate everything like it's your birthday and tell people how big and clever you are. Be King Julian, because I'm pretty sure those of us that don't go, hey, I'm amazing, when we do it, we sound like a normal person. But what we feel like we're doing is we're King Julian because we're it's so alien for us to center ourselves and go, hey, aren't I amazing? But yeah, well done, Debbie. Well done. I can't have meds. Um, I had meds before Christmas, and that's why I'm where I am, because they put me on something and it messed me up. And then I had withdrawal and everything. They put me on sertraline, and I did not do well with sertraline. And last year they put me on, I think it was amitriptyline for my stomach lining because COVID took the kick out of my stomach lining, and that did not go well for me either. So they've gone, it's probably best we do this without medication. And I'm like, I think so too. But I actually think mine is dopamine related because I have ADHD. So I think they keep trying to treat dopamine with, what's the other one? Not sertraline. Serotonin. They keep thinking there's something wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with my serotonin. I don't have depression. And I know I don't have depression because when I had amitriptyline, I found out what depression's like, and I don't have depression. So I think I'm literally built to seek joy. And I think when I don't have joy and I don't get to follow my bliss and be random, I think that's when I struggle. So it's a bit out there. But yes, Debbie, well done, because I know how hard that is. I know how hard agoraphobia is. So well done. It's not an easy path, and it makes no sense to people when there aren't. Do you know what? This sounds really horrible, but when COVID happened and my husband went, "Why are you not panicking about this? We're going to be stuck in the house. We've got to isolate." And I went, dude, I've literally trained for this for the last 15 years. That is my reality. Being scared of something I can't see outside my house and wanting to hide in my house away from it as much as I can. That has literally been my reality for the last 15 years. And he's like, oh, I went, the whole world gets to understand agoraphobia right now, if that makes sense. They call me Prince Valiant last year, grew a new hairstyle. Exactly. I love that. My man friend gives me huge praise over every little thing. I feel like a child. Let them. That's what that card is. Look, that is King Julian. That's why I said it. But look, let them. Let him praise you. Let him praise you. I did too, Kelly. I'm not going to lie. I loved having the kids home. I loved the family time. I mean, I was ill, really ill for a lot of it. But once it kind of got to like the summer and then they looked, I was like, this is amazing. Because I had about 6 weeks where I was physically not ready to be on, like, whatever. But it was nice to be like sat with the kids. It was nice. Justice, it's karma. You have someone good for you, Gemma, that is giving you back what you've been putting in. It's kind of the universe saying, well done. You've given this out to other people. It's time for you to get it back the other way. Hope that helps. Hope that helps, Gemma. Thank you for the donation. I don't even have my phone on me, so I can't even check if anybody has. So if you have, tell me. I loved it because I didn't have to go out anywhere. The only thing was all the work I actually did. Thank you, Kelly. I'll do you next. All the work I actually did, because I wasn't going out to push that boundary every day, it did shut me back in the house a little bit. But that wasn't because I was more scared. If it was, I don't know, it was a bit weird. Like that battle to get out the door every day. Now I get out fine. It's just being on my own that's a problem. So it's another, it just transfers to a different place. Sometimes it's the eating, sometimes it's everything else. But again, a lot of those make sense with undiagnosed things. So very sorry that I'm oversharing with everybody. It's Mercury retrograde. I do not have thresholds, clearly. It is about time you had karma, Gemma. So yeah, I don't know why I've pulled oh, Kelly, wasn't it? I was just about to say, I don't know why I've pulled a card, and then I've realized I'm reading for Kelly. Yes, justice. your actions being rewarded, the work that you've been doing being rewarded, and somebody recognizing that work, and that will perpetuate you to keep doing the work. Like I said, the triggers will get easier. So like pushing out the threshold, right? That battle is every day. It gets easier to go out. It doesn't stop the challenge being there, but it gets easier to overcome it every time. Does that make sense? So it's, yeah. So yeah. Okay, Kelly. Okay. Have you played with the storm? I was about to ask about the storm, and I'm not going to lie. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I do overshare. That's just who I am. So, Kelly, with the storm, have you been inspired to set up something to do with storm relief, like overcoming obstacles or getting involved in some sort of network community support for these people? I don't know if you've been. I feel like you trying to set something up relating to it or being involved in a community project. I don't know if I feel like I know you're overwhelmed right now, and this is an ace, so it's there when you want to. And the most important thing for you is to manage with your support network how you navigate how you're feeling. It's a trauma response. Something awful happened, terrifying happened. You need to assess and allow yourself to navigate what that means. I merely say that something about that. I don't know if you've had an idea of like something that didn't work this time that would have been of help. I don't know if you communicate that to someone, and it not that you necessarily have to take it over or do the thing, but I feel like you appreciate what was lacking in that situation and can initiate that happen. I don't know if it'll be too overwhelming for you to do that. You do have the 10 of Wands, these obstacles coming up and having to overcome, overwhelm. And again, when you feel overwhelmed, you need to be sharing that somewhere so that you don't feel overwhelmed. So again, talking to someone, you have swords here to talk to people. But I don't know if as you talk through what it is, an idea comes up that will help the community or help a network or some form of network or communication or system of support. Also connect with Alison. I've just seen a fly, and Alison is my fly. Is there something about you connecting with Alison for something? Anyway, there's something about overwhelm and needing to work out what is yours to work through and what isn't yours to work through. So don't take on too many burdens. Don't take on too much of the load. If it's you can't do all of it on your own. Again, this is why we have a network, a connection, so that you can connect with people. And if you can't apply it, then you can at least send out the waves, the communications to make something happen. But for you, there is this overwhelm, the need to communicate it. Oh my God, are there pets trapped? Oh my God. Are you near a river? You do Reiki, right, Kelly? So you could send Reiki to those pets to help them through that. I suppose it's trying to get them through. They're not your pets, are they? It's not the shepherds, is it? Pets and people. Is there a lot of nighttime searches going on? I feel like there's a lot of nighttime searches. If you find the news is overwhelming, oh, thank you, Jesper. If you feel like the news is overwhelming, I feel like there's other ways of getting information, and the most important thing for you, I'm glad you're all safe, Kelly. That is such a relief. I did see you'd marked yourself as safe, but I didn't know about the shepherds. I know it was, you did actually get a lot of terrifying things happen in that energy. So for you, it's about looking at options and ways you can help, also looking at ways that you can unload what you're feeling so that you can be productive to help. I think you want to help, but until the overwhelm goes, I don't think you can help other people. So it's about you offloading the extra stuff. So if you can talk to someone about it, I only say talk because we have the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is talking in a compassionate and loving way and getting that out so that our energy moves forward. So you can do, if you need to, you can absolutely talk to someone. But I do feel like as you talk to this person, wow, that's incredible. I'm so glad, without sounding horrible to all the other people, I'm so glad it didn't hit your hill. It hit in town though, I'm guessing. Built up places. In the more, there's something about a river. Did something about a river happen as well? Did a bridge get blocked or something? I don't know. But as you talk through something, I think an idea comes through that you, if you don't implement, you can initiate it being implemented, and that is a gift that comes from the traumatic experience. Sometimes we have to go through something so that something else can come through. I also don't know if there's going to be, is there been, without sounding horrible, if there's been loss of life, some form of memorial for them, like that being happening. Not right now, obviously, but something coming through for that. I just feel like there's this community, this part of you being part of the community, part of that. It hit right next to me. Roads were blocked last week from forest fire. It's crazy, right? All these challenges coming up for you. But Kayleigh, you have navigated both of those things. And yes, it has missed you, very close to you and missed you. But there are lessons even in the, you have navigated it, you have managed your anxiety through it, you have survived through all those things. So don't forget to give you your credit. But yeah, like I said, you need to communicate that overwhelm. But I really do feel like there's an idea that can help. There's an idea that comes through that can help people. I feel like that's what it is. It's something that will help people process something, or in a situation after this event or after events, full stop. And it, by talking to others about it and connecting with other people and talking, if you're feeling overwhelmed, to talk that through, and it might come through that process. But yeah, there's something that you do. There is some gift from this traumatic experience that you give to the world, if that makes sense. Yes, you got a project. Go see about getting it. You have a great idea. Do not discredit your idea. And if you do not have everything that you need to make that happen, you can at least connect with the people that can make that happen. I hope that helps, Kayleigh. Hope that helps for you. And I am sending you strength and everything that you need, that I can from my end, to help with that. I will send you some energy. Okay. Jesper. A lady posted about building something from the rubble. Yes. Yes. Do that. Contact her. See how you can help. I feel like there's something about it help you process as well. Yes. Focus the energy in some way. I love that. See? Just here to weave the dots together. Okay, Jesper. Okay. Wow, I like your guide. That's why, Kayleigh. See? I'm just the mouthpiece you needed at this time. Doesn't have to make sense to me. It just has to make sense to you. Okay, Jesper, your guide is, yes, full of wisdom. I don't know if there's something to do with trees in your, this sounds weird. Trees in a forest, or some sort of work to do in a forest, or some wood. Your guide is very wise, very knowledgeable. I feel like they're very blunt. Like, this needs to happen. And yes, we appreciate that it's emotional. And yes, we appreciate it takes a task, but you need to do this thing. My crown is fuzzy buzzing right now, so that's really nice. They are very keen to get this done, and they're not considering what you have to go through in the 3D to necessarily make this happen. But I do feel like they are giving you the tools to, I don't want to say they're not seeing the wood for the trees, but they're almost trying to help you clear the way so you can see what they're trying to achieve. They're not, yeah, the guide is, they have a plan, they want to do it, they're communicating it very clearly, but I don't think they're necessarily considering. He's hilarious. He's very clever, very witty, very witty. But yeah, I don't think he considers sometimes the practicalities of the human experience of what some of these things take. However, you do have the Fool card, which is, yes, if it feels right to do it, absolutely trust and go with it. They're guiding you for a reason. It's okay. It can feel a bit scary. It does feel like you're going to play with wolves. And I don't mean that like they're dangerous, and I don't mean that like they're horrible. It just feels like this big and powerful energy full of wisdom, and there is it a collective of them? And just feeling trusting is really what I'm feeling. Can they specify? Have you asked them? Can they specify? Can they specify? I just feel like they ask a lot. Do it, Kelly. Send it to me. Do it, and I'll send you a picture of. I'll send you a picture of something else that'll make you smile. Can they specify? That does not help me. Thank you. I love it when they tell me. Anyway. You know how I said, have you asked them? It's kind of what they're saying. Okay, what I have is that they are very witty, very clever. They have this strategy, they have this plan. They're very direct with their thing. It's about trusting. There is this channeling they want you to do. I was about to say you need to communicate with them. There is anxiety here. There is a lot of there's a lot of energy of dealing with youth, and I think I've said this to you before about youth, but there's this young energy, naive energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be young people, but I feel like it's naive, whether that's green people that are working in the spiritual way, like the new people to spirituality, or people that are needing guidance. They're very young souls that maybe want that guidance, and I feel like part of that work is you guiding those people. I don't think your guides, first of all, recognize how the 3D world works in the way of physical aspects, material aspects like money, actual resources, the physical toll on you that it will take, especially if it's anxiety inducing and it's this trust, but not knowing the answer is a thing. Okay, if you felt a connection to a group of trees in the wood, are they by any chance silver birches? Because if they are, yes, if they are silver birches. Um, and yes, there is something in the wood. I don't know if there's flowers around this group of trees as well. I don't know if you're supposed to go there at night to commune with in that space, but that does feel like a space that you could connect with them. And birch is a tree of initiating things, birthing things. It's the first tree in the forests. It's also the witch's tree. Um, and it sort of sets the environment so that everything else can grow and thrive. So it really is the nurturing tree, the birthing tree, yes, please, to a cup of tea, Terry, if that's what you're hovering for. And it is that kind of energy of initiating and birthing things. So if it is silver birch, it also has a level of protection to that tree. So if it is that kind of tree, yes, it feels like a really good a tree cluster for you to be in. If at least one of them is a silver birch, then it's really good because it's an initiating tree, and there's power and magic in that tree. Obviously, it's the witch's tree. Again, I don't feel like your guides, or they're testing you on the material. You're saying, I don't have these resources, I don't have this, this, and this, and they're going, what they're saying is you need to ask for these things. You need to be reaching out for help with this, potentially, that you should be working with someone in this way. But there is a big lesson. Whatever they're going to channel, allow you to channel, it's going to help you to level up. You have the high priestess here as well, which is either listening to your intuition or listening to the advice that they're giving to you when you channel. And again, I'm really being shown the moon again, the nighttime, the stars, and lots of wood and trees, and being at the bottom of a big tree, potentially like this big wide tree. There was a hawk passing my head going, oh, spirit. Yes, cluster of trees. Okay. Yes, if it's a hunter bird of prey tree that was there. That makes so much sense. Yes, it does. I don't know if you've seen a shooting star. Oh, wow. Have you been connecting with Alison? Alison either wants to talk to me or something's going on. But yes, nighttime. It feels like a nighttime, going to these trees, doing the channeling. If they want you to do that channeling and you're worried about it, ask them to explain what it will entail and what they expect of you, because I don't think they fully appreciate the human experience of what they're asking you to come through. And you can absolutely say, hey, no, blah, 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 and they may give you some guidance how to work around the physical limitations of what they're asking you to do. They may give you that guidance, and then it's up to your intuition how you navigate that, the other side of it, if that sits and resonates with you, what they're telling you. If not, you can always commune back with them, but your connection to the spirit and the guidance and the higher realms and dimensions is really on point right now. So it's about you recognizing you have power as much as they are. They've asked you to do this work for a reason. So you have power and you also have autonomy. So if you don't want to do it, you can renegotiate the deal. But it is really about you. If something feels off to you, ask for more clarification, because the more you understand what you're going into, the less scary it is, the less anxiety inducing. And let's be honest, we don't work at our best if we have the anxiety, hesitation, worry around that. So, but yeah, you're leveling up. I don't know what you're channeling. I don't know what it is that's coming through, but it feels big and it feels like you will be teaching others and guiding others through whatever this is. But again, your intuition is the biggest thing to help you navigate this situation. If it feels off, honor that. If it feels like, yes, go with it, do it. Yes, join for the soul language. Join for the soul language. Honestly, for those that don't know, Alison activates your soul language, your soul's own language. And she does these collective activations. Alison activated mine. And yeah, I think it's $37, which is like 30 odd pound in English money. Like less than £35. And you get to activate as a collective. So you have a whole group of you all coming through it all at once. And yeah, I had a solo one, which was beautiful. But you can speak at Pleiadians. I love the Pleiadians. They are full of laughter and unconditional love and play and healing through the more gentle aspects. So yes, I would say yes, play with the Pleiadians. I'm well happy with the Pleiadians. I mean, they were persecuted and all sorts. So yes, they are all about healing and compassion. So that's going to be a big thing. So yes, if you want to get your soul language activated, you will feel weird, especially if you're British, talking in tongues, but it makes sense. My husband just goes, you talking to those trees as we're driving along, and I go, yes, I am. So you've had yours done though, haven't you, Terry? He doesn't talk though, it's his hands. So it's not always talking. Well, he probably does have it, he just won't talk to me in it. But when I'm angry at him, I use soul language, because you can't lie in soul language. So never mind. You do though, don't you? Because you said he watched Alison one, and Alison and Tina once on a live, and he went, "That's what it sounds like in my head." So, but yeah, if you're interested in soul language, Alison is on SaiYunaste. If you're not in the soul tribe already, go do that. Oh wow, every day? That's crazy. Go do that. I want to know how that journey goes, Jesper, because it sounds incredible. I just sit here channeling soul codes or decoding channeled soul codes. I don't even channel the codes. I just decode them. So yeah, you should be doing it, Jesper. You probably are already activated. Speak to Alison directly. But yeah, SaiYunaste, if you're not in the SaiYunaste Soul Tribe, I will try and share that. I wonder if I can do it. Does it let me tag the page? SaiYunaste? Probably not. Facebook.com/SaiYunaste. And you can find the Soul Tribe as well. The Soul Tribe is a Facebook group, and there's the global group as well. Join that because I'm in there anyway. I'm part of the SaiYunaste. I'm not one of the main co-creators of SaiYunaste. I'm not the co-captains. I am just a member of SaiYunaste. You have me, Lorna, Dina. There you go. Signed up. Awesome. Yay! And Alison's in there. So if you want to know more about soul language or light language, go in there. You will find so much about it. But yes, soul language is incredible. So yes, if you want to get that activated, go there. Anyway, let's get back to some reading. I love playing in the galactics, but I am on an Earth path. I know that sounds really weird when you do that. You deal with Pleiadians and Mintakans and Lemurians and Draconians all day, but no, I'm destined to be a shaman at some point. I'm just not grown up enough to do it yet. I'm starting it, but not quite on that path yet. She says when she journeys and does all the stuff. Okay. Let's have a look. Melissa Newton. Hi. So yeah, feel free to say hi. Feel free to let me know if there's anything specific. Okay, Melissa Newton. You have done so much work on you. I'm very proud of you, first of all. I don't know what you went through that was really hard, but you've done it. Again, another healer potentially in the future. There's been lots of stormy seas, lots of waves, lots of ups and downs. It's been a hugely emotional experience for you up to this point. And there is something that you feel you are supposed to be doing. Why do I have a headache? All of a sudden, a headache across here. There's something that you feel compelled to do. You are so welcome, Jesper. I cannot wait to find out what they are upgrading you for. It's going to be exciting. So yeah, Melissa, there's something that you want to upgrade to. I don't know if you have wanted to go hi. Oh, you suffer with headaches. Okay. Maybe you need to drink some water. I don't know. Maybe you need to look into that. But there is something that you feel potentially scared to jump into, but you feel like it's the right thing to do for you. And I don't know if you're worried about I'm on Facebook and I'm on YouTube as well, Prismio. I'm channeling in 3 different places. So yeah, Melissa, it is feel compelled to do. It may not be that I don't know if you're worried about what other people say or what other people worry about. It's not their path. Are you alone on Twitch? Well, welcome anyway, Prismio. Thank you so much for watching me on Twitch. It means a lot to me. I've only just started streaming on Twitch, so I think you're like my second or third person. So thank you for coming aboard for tonight. It means a lot. Yeah, Melissa, it's okay. I know it's scary to do it, but you have spirit guides that are potentially telling you that you should be doing it. You have to believe that you are capable. It's okay for you to take this jump. You have to know that you're capable, and you have to know that you're going to be passionate enough to push through. You already have everything within you to make that happen. You just need to believe in yourself and trust that you know what's best for you and that you are capable of pushing that forward. I feel like it's about making a communication with someone who is in the right path, and that unlocks your path and your power. I feel like there's a connection coming in, some communication to help you with that. Yes, you are capable. Why do I feel like it's running with the big dogs? I don't know. I don't know if you think, oh, I'm going to be too little, nobody's going to want something niche. There are other people that are bigger than me or more powerful than me in this field. That doesn't matter. If you feel it's the right path for you, and if someone's talking you out of saying, well, there's no point because so and so's big and they do this and so so's doing this, and it's about you knowing your worth and your value and knowing that you have it within you to make that happen, to make that work. I just feel like you need to communicate with the right people. It's having the right connections, connecting and having a conversation, um, and unlocking that. Why am I seeing emu faces? That's really weird because they are fireflies, and yet I am seeing emu faces. Do you have an emu guide? Is there something to do with emus? Or an ostrich? Is it an ostrich or an emu? Might be an ostrich. Is it ostrich? Who are the ones that put their head on the ground? And everyone thinks they're sticking their head in the ground and avoiding something, but they're not actually. What they're doing is assessing the horizon. They're actually getting a different perspective. They're seeing something from a different perspective. And I don't know. It's almost like you have no idea because you don't have eyes on the ground. You don't actually know what you're talking about. You don't have experience in what I'm saying. And I feel like it's the people that are around you, they don't have the experience and they don't know what wisdom and knowledge you have. And so they're underestimating you. And you are more than capable. And you just have to recognize that, yes, I am capable. And yes, I know what I'm talking about. And you don't actually know what you're talking about. The best people that give advice have no idea, that think they give advice, and they give it quite freely, what you should or shouldn't do. They have no idea what you actually do or what knowledge you have and what magic you have within you. So you getting that full card would suggest to me that take the leap. You are more than capable. You just have to remember who you are, what magic you have, how capable you are. You do have magic. You have magic. I see wands, but it's literally wands, magic wands, potentially. And also, I look really small there. Don't be small. Take up space. You have your space to take up. Go and take it. I feel like anyone that's taking chunks out of you is because I don't know why they want to hold you back, but it's not for your good. It's not for your good. I don't know if they're worried, but yeah. Hope that helps, Melissa. Take up space. You are capable. So yeah, this is literally my second stream on Twitch. So if you're on Twitch, hi. Thank you for joining me. Debbie. Again, you can take up space. You're allowed to take up space. Remember who you are. Wow, you got their cards. I'm shuffling. I promise I'm shuffling these cards. Yes. Another one who, yes, take up space. Yes, with the confidence. Yes, empowering yourself. Yes, knowing who you are. I cannot stop seeing ostriches. That's really annoying me. Nope, they're still ostriches. Sometimes people don't understand who we are and the way we operate and the way we work. And then sometimes they mock us for the way we work. And actually, the way they mock the way we work turns out to actually be our superpower. So, for example, always been told my heads are in the clouds, always been told I remember random things. Why I random shit. You always remember random shit, Kayleigh. Why do you always remember? You always have these random facts that you have. Doesn't mean anything. You can remember it rained on how many of your birthdays. Yeah, I do. There's a reason I know random shit, it's so I can do this. Okay, this is my job, and I know random shit, and I remember random facts, and I will tell random stories. You operate the way you operate because you're supposed to operate that way, and it's time to go. I know what my reason for doing that is. Maybe you're supposed to do this, Debbie. Who knows? Maybe there's a reason we're very similar on our path, but you are about to start something the way you do it, you are going to have to collaborate with other people. You have to work with other people, potentially. Okay. Even for a little while, you need to bring in elements, the elements that you don't have for your project. You need to start making the connection, or it's a connection that you already have the foundation in place for what you need to do. For whatever this is, this new leap, you already have the foundation. So you either have the people already in your network that you can work with, or you have the knowledge base to build up for what it is. So it's not that you, in your case, you have the fundamentals. What you need to do is start bringing the other elements in, and that might mean that you need to bring in other aspects. You have the foundation, physical, um, evidential, material things in place. So you might have a building, you might have the people, you might have the money, but what you need to do is bring in advertising, or you need to bring in, I don't know if this is a business. You have everything you need. What you need to do is get yourself out there. You have the foundation. It's now about you building it up, whether that means bringing things in from other people. If you can't do it, and Alison told me the best thing ever. I know I mention Alison May a lot, but she told me something once. I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was Richard Branson or someone like that, or Richard Branson Jr. I didn't know there was a Richard Branson Jr., but I think that's who she said it was. And that's why it's sticking in my head, right? Random things that stick in your head. There's a reason. And this reason is this. Okay. He said, if you can't do it, you find the person that does it really well, and you pay them enough money that they stay and they do their job well, because then they are feeling fulfilled and they have loyalty and do that. So it might be that you have someone around who has the skills, and you just have to do a deal with them where they feel fulfilled or honored in some way or recognized in some way. So it might be that you don't have to do that job. You can bring someone in. And yes, it might mean paying a little bit extra to have them come and do that. A great friend knows how to show me I have the knowledge. You do have the knowledge, and sometimes we just need someone to help us unlock that. So again, you have the knowledge, you have the foundation. You might just need to take the leap and say, hey, can you help me with this? This is my path. I know it's my path. I know this is what I'm supposed to do. Can you just help me guide? And if you read cards, the best thing you can do is connect every day with them. Create your space, create your practice, not how other people do it. It's your practice, it's your connection, your thing, you do it. And that's what I teach in my course. I teach you meanings, I teach all these layers of other things. But the most important thing for me when people come out is that they feel confident and connected with the tool that they have. So take a book, write every day, take a message, write every day. How did that apply in the mundane day today? It's do readings for friends. How did that reading resonate? How did that work? Um, yeah, you have this thing that you have been through an experience. You've shared that tonight. You've been through all this. Healers and spiritual guides and people that do this work have gone through these things for a reason. And I truly believe that maybe that's what you're supposed to do. You already have the foundation. It is scary to get into there, and there is that scarcity mentality. If you go into it for the money, you're going to be disappointed, because not everybody becomes Kyle Gray or Colette Baron Reed or Radley Valentine or Mystic Meg, or even Gypsy Akora, who passed away a couple of years ago here in Plymouth. He's like the local guy who did that. Not everybody's going to be the guy that does that. So it's just about building things up slowly, and it's more important to build up slowly, because you go through word of mouth or whatever, than it is um to build up really quick and burn out really fast. Like, there are people that have been doing the work for a year and they charge like £100 an hour, and that's fine. I'm not saying that they're not good readers, it's not that. But I don't know, for me, I try not to be too expensive. I mean, I have to honor the time, but I don't know, it's working up slowly so that you know how to. And if you feel you're not ready to do things, journaling, got it. No, just because I'm drawn and curious to learn. Okay, that's fine. So you already have the foundation, you have the tools you need. Now it's connecting with people that can help you guide you through that work. So yeah, journal it, work on it, build up your practice. And just because a certain card means something and you read something different from it, doesn't mean that your message is any less valid than someone who's been reading for years, just so you're aware. And that's what I mean, like people charging £100, absolutely, they can go and do that, and I'm not discrediting them in any way. But some people are charging that amount, and people have an expectation. If you're charging £100, you should have a certain amount of quality and depth to what you're doing. And I think sometimes people feel shortchanged if they're paying that much money and not getting what they want, or what they feel they should get for that money. And so it goes the other way. Do you know what I mean? Like, well, they're not getting good value. So for me, I would probably undercharge because I worry that people don't get what they need from it. So I don't know, just go out there with no expectations. Um, the minute you put expectations on it, you're either going to exceed them, in which case you underestimated yourself, or you're not going to reach them, in which case you are then going to totally write off everything you've ever done up to this point. And you don't want to do that because you're discrediting all the work you have done. So yeah, go slowly, build it up slowly if you want to, go as fast or as slow as you want to. Value, value your work. But what I'm saying is that something that's built up slowly is going to be more future proof, more secure, more solid. You're going to feel much more confident as you do it. And again, do it that way. But yeah, don't put any expectations on yourself. And you're never going to know everything. I don't know everything. I don't know everything. I know it seems like it. I don't. I learn something new every day. I literally had one of my students teach me something last week, and this week in class, they've given me at least 4 things I have to go and learn again that I didn't know. I don't know. They go, "What does this mean, Kayleigh, on the card?" And I went, "I don't know. Like, I've never seen that symbol before, but I am sure as hell going to go and find out what that means." Because it's not what I've discovered along the way as I've learned the system and I've learned all the things. It's not a symbol that has come up for me. So now I've got to go and examine all these things. So even when you're the teacher, you are still learning things every day. So again, it's respecting and honoring your message. Exactly, Jesper. And I find that the hardest thing. I find that the most uncomfortable thing of my work. Like my husband goes, "Oh, you need to do that. You need to charge for so and so." And I'm like, "That's not why I do my work." And he went, "I know that's not why you do your work." But that's not the point. If people want to pay for you, then they will. They'll tip you or they'll donate you or whatever if you feel uncomfortable doing it. But unless you put it up there, it's not there for people to do. So I was like, "Oh, okay, it's fine." Um, but again, I mean, if people want to book full readings, I do that. I offer that service, and I decided to keep it at 33. I know I put the offer up, and I went, "You know what? I'm just going to leave it there because, not being funny, the world is a much tougher place than it was when I set my prices a year ago at £50. So I don't want people to feel priced out of whatever of guidance. So I decided to leave it at 33 because I couldn't be bothered to change the prices again, if I'm honest. I hate Mercury retrograde. But I was just like, it's fine, 33. And that's at least half an hour. So if you want to book a full reading, you can do that. If you don't, come along to a live and maybe you'll get a free one. That's how I see it. It's I put these out because I like putting things out there. I like reading. So it's not about donations. Anyway, that changed to me, Debbie. But yeah, build up your practice if you want to. Oh, hello. Look at that. And there's somebody that doesn't want to do the work. Doesn't want to. They're a scammer. Wow. Debbie, I have done it for 17 years on my own. I did it for 15, 16 years on my own before I actually even bothered to do it professionally. So again, you don't have to wait 15 years before you read. I'm not saying that. It was about me feeling ready to do it for other people. And life gave me a shove, i.e. Minty May said, "You do this." And I went, "I do this." "Why aren't you doing it paid?" Um Because I don't you're ready. You're more than ready. I can tell you're ready. Just start charging people. So Minty May is the person that got me to start doing paid readings. So go and get a reading with Minty May. He changes your life. He changed the relationship that I have between Minty's reading and Zoe She, who pops on sometimes. And I don't know if she's back reading yet. She's had some huge things. Yeah, Minty's amazing. Yeah, she's had some time off. Zoe gave me an incredible reading. We traded readings. It was amazing. By the way, if you have a service and you want to trade services for a reading, I do that, by the way. I do energy exchange in that kind of way too. So yeah, do that. And you, by the way, you can say that, Carly, it's fine. Just because you're praising Minty doesn't mean you're discrediting me. Just so you're aware, I don't see things like that. It's literally like praise everybody for their praises. Like, it's honestly fine. Just because I'm saying yes, Minty's amazing doesn't mean any other reader isn't amazing. It's just praising him. And I think that's something we need to break in society, that just because we're saying one person's great doesn't discredit the other opposite direction. So but yeah, so yeah, Minty's amazing. But yeah, Zoe gave me a reading, and between the two of them, they changed my whole relationship with my husband. So like the advice they gave us, it changed everything, and now we're in a completely different place to where we were a year ago. It's amazing. Exactly, Carly. Well, I think sometimes we worry that people take it that way, but yeah, Carly's amazing. Carly's amazing. That came out as I meant to say Minty, but yes, Carly's also amazing. Tell me why you're amazing, Carly. Let's do that. So yeah, let's see. Carly, I've waffled a lot tonight, guys. Maybe I was supposed to. Carly, there is a need to walk away from something. It's going to take a hell of a cost. I don't know if you're actually physically moving or needing to release this so you can start moving forward on your path. You have the Chariot and the Strength card, and the Chariot and the Strength are actually very similar. And the fact they have hearts on means that this is going to have some sort of toll on your heart space or your heart. And again, obviously, if you've invested time and emotions, I don't know if there's something about China in your path, by the way, either. But there is a need for you to move forward in some way, to have a vision of what it is you want to do, what you feel compelled to go and delve into or get into, or you need to move forward with your life in some way or progress in some light. And that means letting something go, even if it's temporarily. And that feels terrifying. And that's going to take a lot of willpower to get you to do it. And also a lot of willpower to stick to that, to keep that balance, to keep moving forward in some way. It's going to be heart wrenching. I'm not going to lie. But I think you know it's the right path, and you see how that path can lead to something else. There's something mama lying about this, mother lying, like, I cannot help you. I have to, I cannot be in this situation any longer. Oh, well, maybe it's Japan then. Oh yeah, money and COVID suck. They suck balls. I'm not gonna lie. I just saw a ship that looked very Chinese, but it could equally be Japanese. One of those like junk ships. But yes, leaving something behind so that you can go travel or go move forward to where it is you want to go. And that's going to take a lot of effort, a lot of willpower, a lot of calming your instant reactions down. Like, your reaction is going to be, no, I need to go back. And it's like, I can't go back. I have to keep moving forward. If they want to be with me, they will catch me up. It kind of feels like that. If they want to follow me, I have to go and do what I need to do, and they will catch me up. Also, I don't know if you have toothache. That's really painful. I won't go out. You have to be planning where it is you want to go, what it is you want to do. Yes, letting things go, releasing things, thanking them. Do you know about Con Marie? That's probably what it is. Con Marie's like, thank you for what you've given me. If it doesn't bring me joy, if I don't vibrate with joy, I don't keep it. I'm not going to lie. The only thing, oh, you need 2,000 to get your tooth fixed. How weird is that? Don't you love spirit? Isn't it amazing? So again, we get the tooth fixed. How are we going to manifest the tooth being fixed? What do we need to do? So yeah, it could be, if you're getting rid of everything, sell the things. I don't know if you've considered, you may not pay for something like that. Have a look at whether you can sell it. Do this. This is what I do. We have 3 options where I am. We can either sell it. We have this thing on our local community called Freebie Friday, where you can put it up. If you don't want to sell it, if you don't think it's worth money, but it's good enough to give away or whatever, you can either Freebie Friday it on a Friday, which I keep forgetting to do because ADHD. It's like, this is that. You can have this for free. Just take it out of my house, come and collect it and take it from the house. Or you can take it to a charity shop. And they are the three things that we have here. Hardest part is getting rid of all your. Yes, it is, isn't it? She says, with an insane amount of decks. That I'm sat there and I kid you not, there are like 15, 20 decks that are sat there like they need to either be traded or sold. And I don't know if it's because I want to keep them secretly on some level or because it's the effort of getting rid of them. But yes, maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're supposed to release them in some way, thank them. KonMari. Is KonMari a thing that you can do? Marie Kondo. Um, she did teach me how to keep my drawers tidy. That has stuck. The way to fold them and keep them all stuck. Oh no, crystals. They're living entities. They have energies. They have entities. Um, you can't carry all your crystals with them. Maybe you're supposed to, if you feel like that crystal will help someone, maybe you're supposed to give them the crystal. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's putting it out there. But it's having the focus and the strength to do what you need to get to where you want to be, if that's travel. I need Marie Kondo to come do my house for me so that I don't have to. I say to everybody in my house, everything needs a home, but I never take the time to give everything a home. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie, the death pile, the piles of doom are real in this house. As you can see, there's a pile there on my sideboard, which I thought was hidden and it isn't. I've just realized there's a doom. There's literally a photo frame that doesn't have a photo on it because I've changed the photo frames around. So yeah, should we just all club together and get KonMari? Wouldn't that be amazing? Get her to come and do our house for us. But yes, the folding of the drawers has changed my life, mainly because I can fit more in my drawer and I don't have to get rid of so much stuff. And you can actually see how it's folded in the thing. It's amazing. The doom boxes and the doom piles are real. I'm not gonna lie. And I have a husband that doesn't even realize he does it himself. So people come to my house and I just go, "You've come to see me, not the state of my house." And I only said that because my auntie said, "Kayleigh, I haven't come to see you. I've come to see your house. I don't care how messy your house is." It's like, okay, that's good because my house is messy. So it's just how it is. But yes, Carly, it is having a vision of where you want to get to. Have it as a flexible plan. Don't set too much on exact timings and exact places and exact whens, but have a rough guideline. Exactly, they do cost money. They don't think of these things. And I like shopping, so I will buy the things and then not use the things, and a new thing will come out and I'll buy the things and not use the things, and the things that I didn't use are just piled up somewhere. It does go through, but sometimes decluttering actually changes the energy of the home. And I do talk to my house. I do try and look after my house, but I think I need to be better with it. Maybe that's what the problem is. Maybe I need to clear the clutter so that more things come in. It changes the energy up. I tell other people to do these things. I should start doing them myself. But yes, have the plan, set the plan, keep the plan as a living document that changes with whatever comes in, and giving ourselves a buffer of slack. So if we don't achieve the goal, we do not beat ourselves up too much. But yes, you can. My husband emptied the loft today. I have to go and sort my winter and summer clothes because I don't know where my dress is. I love this dress. This is my warm weather dress. Where is it? I thought I had everything in my wardrobe, but it turns out no, I did actually wardrobe rotate this shit last year. And so I have half my wardrobe in the loft and I'm going, I have to do this thing. Do it. Set little tasks. Get rid of the baggage. Get rid of the clutter. I will do it with you, Carly. Get rid of the clutter where we can. Stop the overwhelm. Stop us having too much stuff going on. Even if you do a little bit, changes it. Yeah, one small area at a time. Thing is, I find that I change one area and then I have 10 piles for, well, not 10 piles. That makes me sound like I have a big house. I have like 6 rooms max in my house, but I have all these piles of things that have to go to different places. And then I have this thing where I sort stuff in the house. And because it's in the way, I then take it to my tarot room. This is why I'm not in my tarot room, by the way. And then the things are in my tarot room and I'm like, I will sort and get rid of that in a minute. And then they come back to the house and then they just dance between the house and the tarot room. So we don't really. Shazia, come and sort my house, and I will give you tarot readings, and I will teach you whatever you want. Come and sort my house. I need a type A to come and sort my house out because I'm not that person. Really, I should ask my mother-in-law to come and help me. She loves cleaning. She loves sorting things. Like, her house is immaculate. Knew that was coming. See, you're psychic. You don't need reading. Okay, let's do another one. I need to go and dye my hair at some point tonight. I need to go and make it pink. And I said, "Oh, I'll go on for half an hour," and it's been 2 hours. It's amazing. People know that I'm always on for 2 hours. It's been nice tonight, though. It's been nice and chill. I like it. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me entertained this evening. Anyone on my tarot course, the video will be up tomorrow because I'm reading and I'm enjoying it and I'm going with the flow. We do need the people that are opposite to us. The trouble is the people opposite to me are Capricorns and they tend to make me go, what? No, that's what? No, stop telling me what to do. I need them to just come and do it. Yeah. Yes, let's trade our weirdness everywhere. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to all be ourselves and interconnect and trade like that. But no, the world wasn't set up for the people that we are sometimes. Okay. If you would like a reading, let me know because there you go, Tony. You're a Capricorn. You're a Capricorn. You can come and sort that out. I'm a Cancer, and I'm a Cancer that loves being a Cancer. So I'm like a 2 of Cups, early baby Cancer as well. So teenage moody Cancer. I like to cry, play emo music. Stephanie. Wow. I'll tell you what, the Fool is coming out. People need to be trusting their gut. People need to be trusting where they are. Right. You potentially, are you a Taurus? My to-do list, I just do what I do every time. I write it, I don't finish it. Then when I have a fire in my house, I burn it and let that negativity leave my house with the fire. Then I chuck some like sage or something, like normal sage, British sage, in the fire with it, and I just let that go. It cleanses the energy of the negativity of the to-do list, if not the clutter from my house. Okay, so Stephanie. It was Stephanie, wasn't it? Yeah. See, this is my brain. You're a Capricorn. This is why I'm drawn to you. You're my opposite. So, Stephanie, you know what it is you need to do. You already know the commitment is potentially what feels huge for you. And as a Capricorn, you do not take commitment lightly, which I'm guessing lightly, and you want to succeed and you want to have a path to how you do that and potentially very structured way of doing that. And it's funny, we've been talking about cluttering and removing things that don't work for you. I feel like that is actually your guidance. You have 3 major arcana in the cards that I've pulled, and you have a 4th one on the bottom of the deck of Magician. That doesn't happen very often. So you have the Fool, which is all, and they are all beautiful. So you have the Fool, which is all about jumping into taking the leap of faith, knowing that it will work out. But I'm guessing as a Capricorn, you need to know it works out because you need to know that you do this, 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 and this will be successful. A little bit of fluidity and not knowing is probably quite unsettling for a Capricorn. But I know, look at all the Capricorns hanging out on a Cancer's page. I love it. I love it. I'm a Scorpio ascending, so it's the darkness you can feel. It's that deep emotional. I'm just water all over with a bit of, stubborn Taurus chucked in and a bit of Libra to make it look pretty. So yes, Stephanie, taking the leap. It's going to take commitment. It's going to take hard work. Not knowing is the worst thing. It's the hardest thing. So with the Fool card, it tends to be that if you are committed to working hard and putting the blood, sweat, and tears in, you will be successful. And you have that with the Hierophant, knowing that it is. I will do a talk one day about the zodiac signs because I did it in my course and people was like, that's never been told to me that way before. So I will do a talk one day about zodiac signs. with the Hierophant here as well, you have that commitment. And I don't know if this is a commitment to you learning or a commitment to, but whatever it is, you are committing to something long term, and you are committing in a way that you are very aware of what you are taking on. You have the Chariot there in this card. And oh, Scorpio men give nothing away, Tony, by the way. No, they give nothing away. I'm married to one. They they don't show emotion. They feel it, and they will tell you about it when it hits the boiling, like it comes to the surface, usually on their full moon that just happened. They will go and deal with whatever it is. Everything comes up for them then. But no, they don't give anything away. But they feel deeply, and they know what they're doing in a romantic environment, shall we say. So, Stephanie, you have the Chariot, and the Chariot is all about balance, bringing things into alignment, knowing how to adjust, knowing how to maneuver. So for you, it's going to be that balancing act of knowing when to let things go, knowing how to move forward, knowing when to play, knowing when to work hard. And I think work hard is not the problem. Work hard goes like this, but it's bringing this other aspect, the unknown, and finding a way to help that navigate. And by doing that, a lot of that comes from confidence, the ability to know that you can make things happen. So if you don't know that you're going to be successful, you're prepared to commit to it. But if you don't know you're going to be successful, that's what you're really going to have to do, is balancing you and how you navigate the twists and turns and the obstacles when it comes. So it's being in a centered place where you respond to a situation rather than react. Like if there is an obstacle going, oh my God, what is this happening? Blah, 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 blah. No, just go, okay, what is the situation? Analyze it and go, I'm a very practical person. I can find a practical solution around it. Not you, not me, you. You're a practical person. You can find a solution around it. So don't get flustered when there is a problem. You will find a way by taking your time and not being hard on yourself. I think all earth signs are very hard on themselves, very self-critical, and knowing that you will do it. Also, the Chariot card on this, for some reason, I think that's a honey badger. You don't mess with a honey badger. They're determined. They will get what they want. So channel the honey badger. Get what you want. Sneeze, they are indeed free questions and readings. If you have a question, welcome. First of all, you're on YouTube. I've only just started doing them on YouTube, so hi. Stephanie, for you to final up yours. Yeah, he might have gone weird with the full moon. It was a Scorpio full moon, especially if his full moon was an ascending, because I'm not going to lie, that as a Scorpio ascending, that was harsh. That was a weird full moon for me. And it was an eclipse, a lunar eclipse. So that was chaotic, ramped up energy, but chaotic, anything can happen energy. So maybe that could be why. So yes, definitely on the bottom of yours, you have the Magician. And the Magician is, you already have all the elements. It's going to take oh my God, you have the Wheel of Fortune underneath that. Oh my God, you have 5 major arcana. This is life changing. I love this. So with the Magician has all the elements they need already. You have the passion, you have the emotional balance and stability, or the and the intuitive aspects of doing that. You have the intellect for swords, you have the pentacles, the earth, the practical experience and the material resourcefulness to make this happen. You just need to blend them in the right ratio. And that's exactly what the Chariot is, getting all the elements and bringing them into alignment so you can progress forward to what it is you want to do. So as long as you're committed and prepared to be flexible and have a bit of trial and error, and there will be errors, because this is not alchemist, this is trainee alchemist. Absolutely, you can make this happen. You have the success cards that are here. Yes, apply it. You have everything already within you. You have the resources. It's up to you to find the balance and make that happen. And you do not shy away from commitment. So if you feel it is the right thing to do and you have what you need, then absolutely. Sneeze, I will tell you that answer to that question. In May, just so you know, I tell it as it is. I don't sugarcoat. So if it's a no, I will tell you. That doesn't tell me whether he is or not. What it tells me, you're so welcome, Stephanie. What it tells me is Possibly, yes, but right now it's about you building your strength and your core and looking at what you want to do, regardless of whether he does come back to you. Because you are on a path, something you need to focus on what it is you want to achieve without him. And that's not to say he's not coming back, but if he does come back, what do you want to say? I sat around and waited for you, or hey, while you were gone, I did this, this, and this, and hey, now I've done this, this, and this. Do you want to go and do this together? Because right now, I feel like he is in some sort of shadow phase, in the sense of going through some stuff himself, and right now, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be hard. It's going to take all your strength and willpower to keep yourself balanced and to keep yourself moving forward. And that's fine. Honor the heartbreak, feel the pain. I'm not saying he's not coming back. I'm not saying he is. They're not telling me that. They're telling me that you need to focus on you and what you truly want for you, regardless of another person. That is literally what they're saying. And yes, maybe one day, to be honest, gently and letting him go and doing what he wants to do is going to be the best way forward with him. If he is coming back, don't go chasing him. Say, I'm here if you need me, and yes, I support you and everything. Compassion, love, that's great. You go do what you want to do. Remember, when we love something, it doesn't mean we have to have it or own it. It's just we love that thing and we want the best and the happiness for them. And if that includes us, bully bonus. Isn't that wonderful? Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I feel like at the moment he's in some sort of shadow phase and very reactionary. And that isn't to say that he doesn't want to be with you. Um, and so right now it's about you focusing on you, him focusing on him. And if you come back together, then that's great. But right now your plans need to be about you and what you want. And if you've broken up, there you go, you have the fall, taking the leap. What is it you feel you want to go and do? What are the adventures you want to go on while you don't have to consider another person? Okay, when you were with him, there were probably things you wanted to do and you didn't, because you're like, oh, will that work with James? Doesn't matter. Right now, it's about you. What do you want to do? What are the things you want to go and do? What stories are you going to tell him when you do meet back up? How are you going to evolve into this amazing person? He just goes, damn, you got away, or whatever. It's about you doing what you need. But yes, honor the grief, honor the pain of what's going through. It's going to take a bit of effort. But yeah, if you're meant to be together, they'll come back around. That's how I see it. What's meant for you will always come back around. Oh, Malcolm, thank you so much for that offer. Oh, but yeah, no. Sorry, Malcolm. No scamming today on my page. I'm really sorry. I hope that helps, Sneeze. Hello, Melanie. Newbie. Okay. Tony, the Scorpio full moon thing, did that help? I'm so glad that helped, Sneeze. And I am sending you so much energetic support to help you through this. It's horrible when we break up with someone and we have to honor that. And sometimes they came in to give us a reason. They came in to give us something. Sometimes they came to remind us of our value, and sometimes they come in to come back again. And I say that, Sneeze, as someone who was with a person at 16. We broke up, went different directions, did our thing. And I know 19 doesn't sound like much later, but it felt like forever. I went through a hell of a lot in those 3 years. And I am now married to that person. So you absolutely, someone can come back to you and they just have to go and do their thing, and you have to go and do your thing, and then you come back when you're supposed to. Sometimes we can meet the right person at the wrong time. So if they're meant to come back, they will. Sneeze. And I'm sending you a lot of love. And again, I did the tarot reading. That's why I'm a tarot reader, Sneeze, because I had that reading that told me stuff that I needed to hear at that time. And here I am reading 17 years later, because I went, I want to do that. So sending you lots of love. Shazia. Choices. He messages, I reply, but I'm trying to be patient and leave the ball in his court. Yay. Joy, Tony. I will have a look for you in a second if you want me to. Shazia, you have a choice coming up. By the way, this isn't an either or situation. There is a middle ground. There is another option that blends everything together. And I don't think it's necessarily coming up now, or the need to make it is coming up right now. You can take your time to make the right decision for you, Shazia, the right choice, the right path for you. I really feel like you need to consider everything, because I feel like this choice isn't necessarily going to just affect you, and that's why it's so hard. But if you, whatever choice you do make, it is the end of a phase, and there will be a transition time, a period where you transform and metamorphosize. That is a big word, and I don't know how that came out my mouth in Mercury retrograde, but it will. It will help you metamorphosize. I said it twice. And that change, as you probably know, will take time and effort and pain and adjustment and the breaking down to build back up and the allowance of it to do that. But I feel like there is something that you can choose to commit to now, and it will absolutely, the long-term goals of doing it, oh my God, they will outweigh. But the reason it's hard is because you know you're going to have to go into a period of constriction in some way, whether that's financial, time, ability to cover everything the way you want to, energetically, physically, energetically do it. I don't know. There is a period of constriction coming in that is going to be that real testing time, that transformation period. But that constriction allows you to fully go through to have something that is so abundant and so supporting of everything that you're looking for you and your family. It will bring what you materially need in abundance. And I feel like you want to have a substantial amount of money to not just help your family, but potentially other people too. And I feel like that's part of what you want to do. So for you, it's about researching it, taking your time to make that choice, to make that decision, fully research it, make a fully informed decision. Because if you know constrictions coming in, you can prep for it. It's like prepping for winter, right? We know that there aren't going to be the same amount of vegetables. We know there aren't going to be as many animals out there to hunt in the olden days when we did that. We know we have all this. So it's knowing that this is going to be a big change and preparing for it and allowing to know that that adjustment will happen and we need to let things go. Who had the tooth pain? That you really need to look after that tooth pain. That tooth, it was Carly, wasn't it? Mm. Maybe you've got tooth pain too. Maybe that's what it is. But there is this period of constriction in order to go through this testy, trying time. Sometimes we go very tight and small, and we feel the most constricted right before our biggest growth, the big exponential growth, and that's kind of what's happening. You have pentacles, which means that it will take slow time, commitment, effort, challenges on a long term, but it's a long term scale to have a big yield at the end. It's like a long term investment to have this big yield, and I feel like you will have what you need to navigate that if you so choose. It will be testing and it will have a hell of an effort on you, but you will have a big yield at the end of that choice. Also, why do I feel small again? Who's made you feel small, Shazia? Take up your space, girl. Take it up. Okay, Melanie, after Tony. Tony, you are an empress. To empresses, they get what they want. Balance. Okay. You have, Tony, you have the Empress, Temperance, and the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands are these two birds, and one has a wand and two have a so I don't know if you have a vision of where you want it to go, and he's still quite, yep, I'll do what I feel compelled to do kind of energy. And he could be quite intermittent, like he's hot and then he's cold, and until he kind of gets it down. For him, is he very fiery and you're very water? I feel like he's fire and you're water. And no. basically Scorpios know what they're doing in a bedroom. Let's put it that way. And they grow and they learn more. So they know what they're doing. It's very sexy energy, Scorpios. I think I got a broken Scorpio, but however, hot and cold. They feel things deeply, and so they don't give a lot away. But when they do give it, it tends to be quite fiery sexual energy, and then that kind of goes cold. It's really frustrating. It's finding that middle path. So I do feel like you are two very blended people that come together really well. And it's about you recognizing that you are powerful, that you are energetic, that you are sexy, that you have everything you need. So if you feel that the right path, and this is the thing, it's the path of least resistance. It's finding that sweet spot between letting him have space and also going, hey, I still exist. I still exist. Could we reconnect, please? And it's just finding that sweet spot. And I think you do know where that is. And I think you do know when it's right to contact. And I think it is okay to, yes, getting to see him and getting a date. Start trying to make those plans in place, knowing that you're going to meet up, and then putting the things in place to have that meetup are two different things. So give him options. Say, hey, I can do this date, and this date. Or, hey, I fancy doing this, this, and this. You fancy doing this, this, and this, and this, this, and this. You leave it to him. No, he's a Scorpio man. Don't leave it to him. No. Just say, hey, do you want to go and do so and so? This, or find something that has a set date and go, do you want to go and do this? And he will either make the time or he won't make the time. And then you can give him options and you can go, hey, so and so's on. Like, I don't know, big weekend next weekend in Plymouth. I don't know where you are, Tony, but this is an example, right? This is happening on this date. It only happens on this date. Do you want to come with me or not? I will book tickets if you want to. Book the tickets. And it isn't a ultimatum of do this or we won't see each other, or do this and it won't happen. It's not that. I just feel like you have to go, hey, hi, this is a thing. Do you want to go and do this thing with me or not? Because I'm happy to go, happy to go on my own. But if you want to come with me, that would be amazing. And then, you're a whole person on your own. And I know this. So, hey, I'm offering this to you. Would you like to take this opportunity and grow with me? Or would you like to? I just feel like you don't have to wait for him to suggest things. You can suggest things too. It doesn't always have to be in his court. It can be in yours too. And it's just finding that sweet spot of how you two communicate, right? It's finding your love language and his love language and how they blend in the middle and how you navigate that together to get the balance. You're scared he will reject you. I get that. Rejection's scary. As humans, it's the biggest thing. As pack animals, it's the hugest thing for us to be rejected. It is the biggest shadow work. But if you have this chemistry and you have this great energy, and he will either say, hey, no, I can't do that date, but hey, do you want to go and do this instead? Or I don't know, suggest a couple of things. Go, hey, there's this I'd like to do, or this I'd like to do. Do you want to come and do it with me? Or I want to go and see this film, or like Melanie says, maybe you deserve somebody that does make the time. Maybe that's an energetic boundary, right? Putting it out there. And it's better to know now, potentially. But I feel like you have to at least ask or say, hey, do you want to set a date for something? Hey, do you want to go for dinner? Hey, do you want to do this? Just put something out there, low casual. It doesn't have to be that whatever. But I feel like if you give him like that and a date and a couple of, or at least something to be available for, to go in with a suggestion, he can either say no. And if he says no, that's not an instant rejection necessarily either. It could just be, hey, no, I can't do that date, but this date's free. Do you want to see if we can do so and so? Or do you know what I mean? If he says no completely, then maybe he's not your guy. But otherwise, there are 100 different ways in the middle that somebody can respond to what we're offering. But if it feels good and it feels right, find the thing to do. You don't have to wait for him. And actually, it's a good thing if you don't always wait for him and wait for him to do it. Sometimes they like you to be an initiator, and sometimes why would they want to be the one in charge all the time? Sometimes, yeah. But just ask. The worst he can say is no. And I know that's scary, but the worst you can say is no. Okay, Melanie. I put a card up for Melanie and I was like, I'll put that away. It's not meant for that. And guess what? That card's just come out again. Melanie. Melanie, are you world weary? Try to move on and then he messages you. It's Mercury retrograde, Tony. They're going to message you. Whether they're good for you or not, they are going to message you because it's Mercury retrograde. And these things come up for us to have and communicate. So go, hey, yeah, it's great to hear from you. What are we doing? Did you sort out a date for us to go out? Otherwise, no. I want someone that's actually going to show me things and help me grow and have experiences. I don't need someone that's going to come in and just take from me. I don't want a child. I want a partner. I don't want to be your mother. I don't want to educate you. Okay, Melanie. Yeah, mind games. It does feel a bit like that. But he could equally just be busy and going through some stuff. So I don't want to dismiss him completely. But yeah. Melanie. Melanie is tired. Melanie has taken on many, many battles, and Melanie knows there is one big thing to go in to do. But Melanie maybe does not know that Melanie is strong enough to go into that battle. I don't know why I'm calling you Melanie like that, like it's a story, but maybe that's what it is. Maybe you don't feel strong enough. Do you try and build yourself up with somebody else's voice in your head? Somebody praised you and you use their voice in your head. Is that a thing? Someone believed in you? I feel like somebody stood by you and reminded you how resourceful you are and how tenacious you are, and that voice has stuck. We just had the blood moon, right? Put yourself down. Your battle is with yourself. You are your own worst enemy. You're constantly battling yourself. And when those words come into your head, you know the words like, sorry, I'm late. Don't say sorry that you're late. You didn't do anything wrong. Could you help being late? Was there anything that stopped that tree blocking the road? Was there anything that you could have done that stopped this, and that? If there did, it doesn't matter. You don't have to apologize to that other person. You just take that lesson for yourself and go, hey, I'll just get up 10 minutes earlier tomorrow. Sorry. Try saying, instead of saying sorry I'm late, say thank you for waiting for me. I really appreciate that. Instead of going, if you bump into someone, go, sorry. Just take that to 3 go. Oh, wow. That's a lot going on, Tony. Yeah, that is a lot going on. Like, be mindful of that, but equally, if he wants to carve time for you, he will carve time for you. He will find a way to do it. But yeah, Melanie, it's catching those thought processes. I feel like you're trying to evolve yourself. I'm not saying you're not working on yourself. It's not that. I just feel like there are thought processes, words that you say to yourself, and it's catching them. Like, I don't know, like you think you're not good enough, or are you one of these people that you will do something and you set expectations on yourself? So, and they're impossible sometimes, impossible. No one should ever put expectations on themselves. I'm pretty sure I've said this already tonight. No one should ever put expectations on themselves because one, right? As I've said, I'm pretty sure I've said this tonight, and it's Mercury retrograde, but I don't know if Melanie was on. So one, if you do something and it was easy, you have underestimated how awesome and powerful you are because you achieved it and probably achieved it quite easily. You've underestimated your own value. You've undervalued yourself in that situation. Secondly, if you put an expectation on yourself and you don't meet it, you are going to discredit every bit of work you've done along the way. And so, no, we don't have expectations anymore. We just go, no. So yes, Okay. Single mom with 2 kids, everything you do for them. So that is why you're physically exhausted. And I don't know if you put all the pressure on yourself to be perfect, even if you are a mum that is with someone with 2 kids, I think you would still put these same pressures on yourself. I don't, even if you had support. By the way, the fact that you do that single on your own, my hat goes off to you. That is the most terrifying thing. Everyone says 1 child is the shocker. 2. Oh, so your support network's gone as well. Okay. So was that quite recent that one of those at least was like relatively recently that you lost both your parents? And this is the thing, right? You are capable, you are able to do it. I think you are just exhausted. And because you are exhausted, because your dad 2 years ago, okay. That is still relatively recently. We've just gone through the most traumatic period of human history that we are all aware of. I mean, not many of us were around in World War II or the Spanish flu in 1918. Not many of us were through that. So it is the most traumatic time in living history that we've been through. And you've got help now. That's good. Make sure you are using that, allow that support to happen. It's okay for you to ask, okay? Nobody expects you to do everything all at once. It's really important for you that you do things that help you regenerate, that help you to rest and recover, and to be a bit kinder to yourself. I feel like you want to go and learn something and you can't. I don't know if it's. Oh my God. Are you wanting to buy a house? You want a permanent house for you and the kids? Why am I saying a permanent house? I just feel like it's impossible. It feels impossible for anybody to. Kim, he will if he fully invests in, I want to say rehab, but that's not what I mean. What is it? Physical therapy. If he as much effort as he puts in, he has to commit and want to do it to recover. He has to want to do it, to do what's necessary, Kim. Hope that helps. It's willpower with him, Kim. He has to want to, and there will be work. The effort that he puts in will give back what he wants. But yes, as long as he puts the effort in, he should. It's going to be a long road, Kim, to recover. There's going to be like rehab and stuff. But yes, it would suggest, the cards would suggest that yes, it's a willpower thing, Kim. Hope that helps. Okay. Oh wow, Melanie. Okay. So life just keeps chucking you things after things after things. I don't know how long you've been single for either, but I don't know if a relationship also took chunks from you. For you, it really is about um just because one long-term relationship didn't work out doesn't mean you are not deserving and worthy of love again. I don't know if you're worried that you're going to be single forever. I don't know if you're worried about someone taking you on. Um, there's something that you have to let go from the past relationship. And I don't know if it's a parent's voice you hear when you feel like you're not good enough and they said things to you that reminded you of your value. I don't know if that's what you do. Um, that you use that's what I mean. I don't know if you use their voice, their words that they told you to help navigate through the times where you feel less than or unworthy in some way. Um, but you are not damaged goods. You are not. They are very much around you, Melanie. They are very much around you. And I'm pretty sure they leave you signs, and not the normal type of signs. I feel like it's something specific that you know it's them. And I'm not going to say it's a robin or it's a butterfly. It's not those kinds of traditional ones. There is something that you see about each of them that is not a normal sign. And yet it works for you guys. That's the way you spoke to it. You dealt with each other. But yes, they are around you. And yes, they try to remind you of your worth. And yes, you will find someone that will you can build a life with, that they are committed to you. Just because there's a lack of potentials around, you are not damaged goods. You are more than oh wow, amazing. That doesn't surprise me, actually. There's a reason. Explain all the white wings I'm seeing everywhere. I don't know if there's something about mice as well, but you are not damaged goods. You are not damaged goods. You will find the right person, and it will be a healthy relationship. I don't think you had a healthy relationship before. I believe there was potentially them taking chunks out of your confidence, them disempowering you so that you felt you had to stay with them, um, perhaps talking down to you, saying horrible things to you. Oh my God. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to go through these things. I'm going to have to start like screenshotting the comments that they have. But yes, this person will come in and it will be healthy. Oh, you have mice in your flat. Maybe they are the mice. That's all I'm saying. Who knows? Maybe they sent the mice. But yes, there is. Um, you're not damaged. You are enough for another person. And it's about you working on your confidence. It's working on I didn't say it was a good thing. I told you it was an unusual sign. I didn't say it was a nice butterfly or a nice robin. I said it was something weird. I said it was something different. Maybe they giggled at you running. Who knows? Why was she scared of that for? Your dad is very much around you as well, by the way. And yeah, this person, it's about you building up you. So when the right person comes in, you're ready for them because they are coming in for you. And I don't know when. I don't know when they're coming in. But that it will be a healthy relationship. And when you're healthy, you're two wholly healed people that know their value, and you choose each other over and over and over again. So it's about you focusing on you and what you need for you to feel confident, for you to feel fulfilled. If you are feeling tired, please rest. It's okay to have a day on the sofa. It's okay to have a PJ day. It's okay to do all these things. What you need to physically feel recharged. You are enough as you are already for anybody coming in. So it's about you honoring that and recognizing that and working on how you perceive yourself. But yes, you are tired. And right now, I don't think you necessarily want anybody, but to know that you're not going to be alone, I think is what you want to know, that you're not going to be alone. And that what happened to you before doesn't have to happen again. It taught you a lesson. It taught you what you don't take. Um, yeah, I think your kids are your priority, and I think you're very protective of the children, making sure they have what they need and making sure they feel secure, and that is the main thing for you. But yes, I think somebody will come in for you in the future. I don't feel like it's forever away, by the way. I don't feel like this is like 20 years in the future. That's not what I mean. Um, I just feel like the more you work on you and what you want to do, physically building yourself up strength wise, because I feel like you're really tired. And the more tired we are, the more our brain goes. We need sleep and rest to recover more than just our bodies. So yeah, once you are emotionally helped, I'm not at 40 now. No, no, it's not that long. It's not that long. I think maximum, at the absolute maximum, 5 years. But there's so much you can do in that time. Within 5 years, you may have someone new. But that is the absolute maximum. I'm not saying that is that long away. Depends. Do you want to be ready for them? So now it's about you working on you, knowing you won't be alone forever, that you will find someone that is your equal, that can balance you out and respect you, and you choose each other over and over rather than feeling like you have to be with someone, or feeling like you're a burden when I don't think you were a burden. I think you were made to feel a burden and you weren't. But yes, work on you, build you up, work on the damage that was done to you, that was caused to you, and then this person comes in when you least expect it, because you won't be looking for it, because you're just so busy doing you and loving you, and that person will almost feel like an inconvenience coming into your life, because you're like, I don't need you. Why are you here? Oh, okay, it's because I want you. So I hope that's helpful. And there's the Hierophant. There's that mouse again, look. That wasn't the only mouse, by the way. That's a mouse with 4 mice. So yeah, get that mouse thing sorted, because that mouse might have babies. But the mouse wasn't just on that. It was on about 3 of the cards. It was crazy. I've never noticed so many mice on a card, on a deck. But yeah, who are you? Why are you here? Why are you here to disrupt my life? Why do I love you? Why does it? Why? I don't need you. It's nice that I want you, though. It's nice that you want me. Anyway, right, that is 2.5 hours. I said I would be on half an hour. I'm quite impressed with how little I honor my own time boundaries, but it has been 14. Oh my God. Yeah, no, you need to, wow. Are you catching them and releasing them, or I don't even need to know how that is, actually. I don't want to know the alternative of that. But I hope you sort the mice thing out. I really do feel like your dad and mum are sending them to you to giggle at you. I'm just saying, I feel like that's the thing. But maybe the guy who comes to sort that out is your guy. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe the mice are there. Maybe it's like Cinderella with Gus and Jacques helping her find, or Jacques finding Prince Charming. Don't follow Cinderella. I sent a birthday card to my niece. It had Sleeping Beauty on it, and they had 2 other princesses that I approve of, but it had Sleeping Beauty of it, and I just felt like I'd failed her as a feminist. Anyway, Melanie, thank you for coming along tonight. Thank you for letting me read for you. Thank you to everybody who's let me read tonight. If I didn't get to you, I am so sorry. I've already taught tarot for 2.5 hours today, and I've come on and read tarot for 2.5 hours. And I said to my husband, I will be half an hour because I need to dye my hair. So I'm going to go and dye my hair, because I want to look like I'm meeting my daughter's teacher for the first time tomorrow, and I want to look like I've got my stuff together. Because there's some serious stuff that we need to talk about. So nothing major. It's just concerns that she gets. They're supporting her fully. We just think there might be additional issues we need to investigate, similar to her mother, and that she suggested the meeting for me so we could talk about this. So I'm sorry I've waffled on about my life. I just feel like Mercury retrograde and these glasses have done something to me. So thank you to everybody for hanging around this long. If you want to follow the page when I'm live, feel free. I'm always going to do it where I just feel like unless it's a paid live, that's specifically a paid live, which tends to be with other people. I'm going to keep doing this format where I get to do free readings for people, because sometimes it's needed. Sometimes I'm supposed to be the person that delivers something at a certain time, and I have to honor that part of my path. And obviously, if people want to donate, they can donate. That's up to them. And if you want a full paid reading, feel free to book a full paid reading. You can go to magpiemoonchild.com and you can book it there. And I'm keeping the price of $33.33 because bills are going up, and I want to make sure that people have access to me if they want to, whilst equally honoring my own energy. So yeah, if you want to book a full paid reading, that's a minimum of half an hour, by the way. And I'm not going to lie, I tend to try and make that an hour if you do have a slot. I don't rush the readings unless I can help it. And it's about you. It's not about me. So if it doesn't resonate and I can't help you, If I can't help you, I will give you your money back and send you to where you're supposed to go. If it yeah, if it doesn't resonate right away, I will try a reading again. But if it doesn't resonate at all, I'm not that type of person that goes, sorry, that's all I got today. That's not how it works. So it's a minimum of half an hour, and I'm on there for at least half an hour. And if it goes to an hour or longer, then that's how it goes. But that's how I do my readings. At the moment, obviously, I'm not full of reading, so it's okay. I can do that at the moment. And I have, come summer holidays, it might be different. Anyway, I'm going now because I'm waffling, and I will see you all again soon. If you want to subscribe to the page, whether that's YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, whatever, I have a TikTok as well. I try and do the daily guidance, like energy check-ins on there when I can. So yeah, follow me on all social media. It's amazing. And I will see you all again soon. Thank you so much, everybody.